Okay, guys, so we're live. Welcome to the Let's Get Inspired live vlog. My name's Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. We are on, what day are we on? We're on Friday. I think it's the 20th of February, 2026. It's approximately 8 o'clock in the evening, UK time. What am I going to be talking about today? This is the Let's Get Inspired live vlog, episode 91. Today, the title for today is Let's Work Through It Together. This is a community reflection live. All right, so tonight isn't a debate. It's not. It could be used for motivation, but it's not specifically for that. But it could be. Some of what I could talk about could be motivation. It's not ego or toxic ego. It's just a space to work through things honestly, being honest with yourself as well. If you do that, carrying something quietly, bothering you, something's been weighing you down, or it could be stress, it could be doubt, it could be frustration with a variety of things in life. Confusion. Confusion or whatever it is. This is where we can help to unpack things, to unravel things. To think, why am I feeling this way? Where is this coming from? That type of logic. So this is going to be a respectful chat, of course. No attacking. No attacking others. Zero tolerance for that. No performing. No pretending to be something that you're not. I'm not about that. And this channel is not about that, of course. This is honest reflections only. Being honest with yourself. So... Sander's with us. Hi, Sander. Sander says, good evening. Good evening, Sander. Sander's also saying, I am listening here, but only listening for now. No worries, Sander. You chill. It's all good. It's all good. So, let me just go with this. Basically, so I did a community post and I asked about I did a poll, should I say, and I asked the community what's been bothering them, what they've been reflecting on recently. 50% of people said boundaries, and the other 50% said personal growth. That's what they've been thinking about. So I'm just gonna share something on here first, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to be talking about boundaries, putting boundaries in place. I'll read the questions the best I can, especially those that are related to the topic that I'm talking about. Putting boundaries in place. Does everyone know what boundaries are? Has anyone ever put a boundary in place? How did it make you feel? I'm just typing something. Putting boundaries in place. All related comments read out loud. 1 minute. Let me go with that. There we go. I'll just share that. I'm saying, are you a Jew? No, I'm not a Jew. No. Isam, I'm not a Jewish person. No, I am not. I'm nothing against Jewish people either. I'm nothing against any religion or any person. Love and respect for all as much as possible. Yorick saying he is not Islam. Hi, Yorick. How are you? Sander's making a really good comment. Bang on. Sander's saying, Brad, I've been putting lots of boundaries in place in the last couple of years or so. Okay, let me just share that. I want to pin that message, Sander. And so we're thinking about boundaries now. Has anyone ever been around toxic people? Has anyone ever been disrespected by your family? Has anyone ever been disrespected by your colleagues or your friends? People that are walking, has anyone been walked all over? And has anyone had to put boundaries in place? That's what we're talking about right now. All related comments in relation to this, I will reply to, of course. Sander's saying good evening to Yorick. And Yorick, thank you so much for saying this. Please like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate it so much. So Question for you. Let's see if anyone answers this. Sanders saying it's honestly really mixed feelings I have about it. Some are much more difficult to set than others. And I still feel like a bad person for setting them. I'm going to pin that actually, Sandra. That's a really good comment. Thanks. So it's like mixed feelings. So what do you mean by that? Sometimes you put a boundary in place and sometimes it might feel comfortable. You think, oh, I did really well there. I got the outcome I wanted. I've told that person that I don't appreciate how they're speaking to me or how they're behaving around me. And I've put something in place. And I feel good about it. That's a win. But some are much more difficult to set than others, especially if you imagine you've got a family dynamic. You're the child in the family dynamic, mum and dad. You're the quiet one. You're the people pleaser in that dynamic. That's all you know. But you get to an adult and then it doesn't quite fit into your life anymore. And maybe they're not behaving in the best of ways. And you're so used to being the quiet one. And it feels uncomfortable because you want that dynamic to change. Because it doesn't fit who you are anymore. And it can be very difficult to set those boundaries in place because people expect you to behave a certain way. And plus, we just become used to behaving in certain ways too. We get used to it. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. It's like you just baseline behavior type of thing. So Sandra's saying, I still feel like a bad person for setting them. You feel guilty, can't you? You're trying to be a nice person. You don't want to upset anyone. Therefore, being a people pleaser type of thing, but it's coming from a good place sometimes. And when you put boundaries in place, when people take the piss, because people can be rude out there. People can be awful. And they'll just see some people just see what they can get away with. And they'll keep going and going and going all day long. Which is not right. It's not fair. It's not justified. But if you don't fucking put boundaries in place, they're just going to carry on. And do you want to be a doormat in life? No, you don't want to be a fucking doormat. But thanks for sharing, Sam. That's really good. Yorick is then saying, I've been disrespected by family in terms of I borrowed money and don't get it back sooner. I have to wait just because they are family and they just take the time to give it back. Thanks for sharing, Yorick. Is it money that you've lent to them or money that you've borrowed off them? Sorry if I'm misinterpreting, Yorick. I'll just try and read that again. I've been disrespected by family in terms of I borrowed money. I don't get it back sooner. I have to wait. Just because they're family, they take the time to give it back. All right, so they're giving it to you. Sorry, Yorick. Yeah, that's not okay. It's like you've done them a favour, Yorick. Lend me £100. Okay, I'll lend you £100. That's a lot of money to a lot of people. Well, it is to me. £100, quite a lot of money, man. And you're lending them because you're family, because you love them. And go, oh, I'm really desperate, I need the money. I'll give it you back on Friday. I'll give it you back next week. You're like, all right, no worries. Friday comes and they don't give it you back on time. I think has that happened a few times, Yorick, is the question. Jordan Watson says, good evening, Mark. How are you today? Jordan, my name's Brad. Sorry, mate. Jordan, my name's Brad. Nice. Good to see you on here again, Jordan. Pursuer. Hello, Pursuer. Hope you're doing well. Bailey says, hello, Brad. How are you today? I've been off work. I've been hell of a lot sick. Been in the hospital, but I'm doing better. I'm sorry to hear that you've been in hospital, Bailey. What's happened? If you don't mind me asking. Hope you're okay. I've been busy. I've been working all day. I've been to the gym. Been to work, been to the gym, and then I've come here now to do this live. Get the likes up, guys. Yes, please. Thank you, Yorick. Sanders then saying, in relation to the boundaries that we're talking about, it's just difficult, Brad. I'm not used to them because I'm such a people pleaser. I get it. Snap. And I took shit from everyone in the past. So Sanders took shit from everyone in the past. People pleaser. So basically just trying to keep the peace, but you're at cost of your own sanity. And neglected myself and my feelings and emotions for so long. So you've done it for years and years, Sander. But I know you well enough to know that you're changing that now, which is amazing. But it can feel fucking weird when you begin that. Jordan saying, Brad, sorry, don't worry, Jordan. Jordan. I forget people's names often. I'm good with faces, but bad with names. Sander says hello to Pursuer. Bailey says hello to Sander and Yorick. Sander says hi to Jordan. Yorick says hi to Bailey. I'll read the questions the best I can, the comments the best I can. Sander's asking Bailey what's happened. I hope you're okay. Johnny, hi Johnny. Hope you're okay, mate. How you doing? Good to see you on here again. So Yorick saying, yes, I lent the money to them. Yorick, when did this last happen? You lent the money, but they didn't give you the money back on time. These kind of things are the kind of things where people are taking liberties a little bit, Yorick, in a way. You've lent them money, but they're not giving you back on time. I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's okay. And then you can feel you lend someone money, they don't give it you back on time. Then you can feel like the arsehole for asking for it back. Feel uncomfortable for asking, in my opinion. I don't know what other people's thoughts are on that, but you shouldn't do. Bailey saying, sorry, I've been diagnosed with AIDS. Oh, bloody hell, Bailey. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that, Bailey. Bloody hell. That's heavy. I'm really sorry to hear that. I think I'm not an expert on it, but I do know there's a lot more in place now in science, in health, to help with that. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope that you find a way through this, Bailey. I'm really sorry to hear that. Pursuer is saying he's feeling sick and a bit shitty, slight pain. Pursuer, just try and relax the best you can. Take it easy. Just rest, recuperate. Sanders is saying, Yorick, that's a difficult situation. Asking for your own fucking money back. I've been there as well. It's the hardest thing to do. And you give people the benefit of the doubt. And it's especially when you've got mixed emotions. It's your fucking family that's letting you down. You've done them a favour as well. You've lent them money. You've got them out of the shit. You've lent them £100, for example. And they're not even giving you back on time. Oh, give it you tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. It doesn't come. I'm sorry. I'll give it you next week. And still it doesn't come. It's just basically they're pissing all over your boundaries. Jordan saying, sorry, Brad, today has been a nightmare of a day. What's happened, Jordan? Why has it been a nightmare? I hope you're okay, Pursuer, by the way. You seem like a nice lad, like a nice person. And keep on creating, Pursuer. Keep on going. Enjoy the process of whatever you're creating, your drawings or whatever it is you do, Pursuer. Keep doing it. Enjoy your lollipops. Johnny says, doing dishes, listening to the live. I don't like doing dishes and usually wait till they pile up, LOL. Johnny, I'm that type of person too. I wait till they pile up and then I do them. I get it, yeah. Yorick saying it's difficult putting boundaries with family, not as easy with friends and colleagues. True. It's easy if you don't know someone and they come over to you and they're like really, really rude, aggressive. You're just gonna bat them off because you're not emotionally connected to them. You don't really know them. You're like, go away. I'm not going to talk to you, idiot. Off they go. But you're right, Yorick. When it's family, it's a lot more difficult. Pursuer's enjoying some lollipops. Enjoy, Pursuer. Sandra's saying, get a dishwasher, Johnny. Yeah, does help. Bailey saying, yes, Sandra. Sorry again if this changes your views on me. Bailey, it does not change my views on you at all. I think you're a really good person. You're a nice person. Doesn't change my views on you at all. And a lot of people on here that tend to be, most people on here are generally open-minded and compassionate and have true empathy for others, Bailey. So that does not change it one iota. I just hope that you're okay. I hope you're okay. I hope that you're doing as well as you can. I suppose it's accepting the situation and then try and move forward the best you can. I hope that you've got some support with that, Bailey. For sure, he's enjoying the crayons. Anyway, Jordan saying, Bailey, I'm sorry for what you said, and you're still a good man, and it doesn't change our views against you, and you're still a good man. Jordan, you're absolutely right. I agree. That's lovely. Yorick saying, yeah, money always causes problems with family. Absolutely. I'm going to be reading comments that I'm going to be going to the comments that are related to boundaries at the moment. Do you ever fear disappointing people? Do you ever fear upsetting people? That's the that can hinder you putting boundaries in place. I don't want to upset anyone. They don't like it. I don't want to ask for my money back, like Yorick mentioned. I don't want to ask for my money back because I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. I just don't want to upset anybody. That kind of thinking can prevent you from putting boundaries in place, putting yourself first. Jordan says, sorry if I missed some of the comments. I'm trying to keep on topic for a while. I will go to the other comments as well. Anyway, Jordan saying, well, it all started yesterday when it was my day off. I had to go into work. Then last night I had a really bad injury in football. Shit, sorry, Jordan. I just got home an hour ago. I haven't had any sleep. So I bet you're absolutely exhausted, Jordan. It's frustrating when you love doing something, you love being active, you love playing football or whatever it is, and then you get injured and you can't do it anymore. It's not fun. How did the injury happen? STV Tech, what is this? My name's Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. Today, I'm talking about a variety of things, reflection related. I'm talking about putting boundaries in place currently. I'm reading the comments the best I can, of course. And I'm just reading related comments in relation to putting boundaries in place. From not, basically, what's putting boundaries in place is not taking any shit off anybody. Putting yourself first sometimes. When you say no, you say yes to yourself. I love that saying. I'll keep saying it. It's simple. When you say no, you say yes to yourself. Said TV Tech, so someone explain the point. Anyway, listen in and we'll go through it the best we can. Summer Mooney, good evening from Doma in Greece, formerly known as Dispassionate Observer. Doma in Greece, hi. Dispassionate Observer, nice one. Thanks for explaining, by the way. I'm glad you're back here. Thank you for coming back. I hope you're doing okay. How's your week been? What are your thoughts on boundaries in life? Have you ever put any boundaries in place? Was you successful with that, or did you find it difficult, challenging? Summer. Okay, Summer. Thank you, Summer. Pursuer's made some necklaces. Lovely. You're creating something, Pursuer. I know that you're young, but you're doing well. You're doing well. Do what you enjoy doing. Anyway, so Jordan was in goal, and it landed awkwardly on my shot. Landed awkwardly and damaged it. Yeah, high impact, isn't it? Sometimes. Sorry to hear that, Jordan. Hope you get better soon. Make sure you have a lot of rest and recuperation. Don't rush back. Your main boundary is observing silence. Wow. Observing silence, being still in the moment, Summer. Being still in the moment. Observing it. Being present with it. That's really profound, believe it or not. Very simple, but not always easy to do. Very high vibrational, Summer, by the sounds of it. Is observing silence. Wow. That's being so present in the moment. We all need to do that more, Summer, in my opinion. I do. I need to be better at that. Absolutely. John said, does anyone give any time to catch up on some TV shows? I've been watching that night. What's it called? That bloody Game of Thrones spin-off show. It's average at best, in my opinion. A Night of the Something it's called. Forgive me, I forgot the name of it. Game of Thrones was brilliant on the whole. I forget the name of it. The Dragon one, I forget the name of it, was average at best. And the Night of the whatever it's called is average, in my opinion. I don't know what everyone else's thoughts are. Forgive me, I'm forgetting the names. So, do you need to tie your worth to being needed? Do you need to tie your worth to being needed? It's good to be useful, isn't it? As Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, it's good to be useful. It's good to feel needed. What would happen if you stopped over-explaining yourself? If you became still in the moment? If you became like Summer, still in the moment? And you don't need, like, sometimes you just don't need to explain yourself all the time. Saying, no, I don't want to do it. Why don't you want to do it? I just don't want to do it. Yeah, but everyone else is doing it. But no, I don't want to do it. Why? Because I don't. You don't have to explain yourself all the time. It can be very empowering. A lot of the time, someone, imagine you're at work and they go, can you work tomorrow? And you go, no, I've got this. People make up lies, don't they? I've done it myself. Your boss asks you if you can do overtime. You say, no, I'm sorry, I've got this family meeting or something. You come up with an excuse. And explain yourself. You don't always have to explain yourself. As long as you're not being nasty to anybody. They could ask Sommer, for example, why are you being so quiet? And Sommer's just observing the silence, being still in the moment, being higher vibrational. I love that. We need more of that in the world, Sommer. We need more people like that in the world. Being present, still in the moment. Absolutely. Bobby O'Neill saying, me boys, have you gone to the gym yet? I've just been, by the way. Just come back from the gym. Have you lifted the weights yet? Yeah, I have. Have you worked out yet, my boys? I have. Today, luckily. The rest of the week I didn't though. David saying, you have beautiful eyes. Thank you, David. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Some are saying my second boundary is to limit eating. Wow, that's great. Limiting eating. Can you elaborate more on that? Your second boundary. You're putting boundaries in place on yourself there. You're putting boundaries in place on yourself. Discipline, perseverance, fasting. I'm thinking I fasted today. I did about 24 hours, which I find to be easy. The most I've ever done, Summer, is 70 hours. I fast at least once a week, between once and twice a week. I've done it twice this week. The 24 hours. I find it really easy. I find it makes my attention span and it makes me sharper too. Summer. Abshi Jayakumar. Sorry. I'm saying it. Jayakumar. I'll call you Jayakumar. Forgive me my speaking skills there. What is this topic about? It's about reflecting. It's about boundaries currently. That's today's topic. And I'm reading, most of the comments I'm going to be reading are in relation to that. Of course, I'll read other comments as we go along. Pursuer is saying, fuck it. What you doing, Pursuer? Bobby saying, good lad, have my like. Bobby, thank you so much. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you to anyone else that's here. I appreciate you all. Someone's then saying, yes, boundaries are only put on me, the one person I can control. You're so wise. You really are. You really, truly are. The only... That's so wise, man. That's so wise. Bloody hell. Yeah, basically the boundaries you can put on yourself is you can control your reactions to things, Summer, can't you? Especially if you're in the present moment. And like imagine someone's being an absolute bellend. It's 1000%. You can't disagree. They're absolutely out of order. They're bang out of order. And they've made you angry. They've pissed you off. And most people would probably agree with your anger. They go, fair enough. That's challenging behavior. That's toxic behavior from that other individual. But the one boundary you can put in place, which Sommer has said so wisely, is it's easier said than done, by the way, because the ego can be strong there. Is being less upset by it, being less angry by it, not taking it personally. It says more about them than it does about you. And you holding on to that anger and then going home to bed, then you're thinking about the situation when this arsehole was rude to you. You're thinking it, playing it, it's on repeat. Repeats the scenario in your head and you're thinking. And you're just angry, you're upset, and you're just hurting yourself. Of course. So the only one person you can control is yourself. Summer, I absolutely agree. And I also, Summer, on top of that, you'll know all these things anyways. I don't believe you should control others or manipulate others. I don't like that. I don't think it's a good thing to be or do. You should allow people autonomy and to be themselves, in my opinion. Anyway, they're saying, hey, you know, when creeps take advantage of a crowded place or subway, how to deal with it at that moment and the aftermath of your mental health. Hi, David. Welcome back, by the way, David. I hope you're okay. Do you know when creeps take advantage of crowded place or subways? Can you elaborate a little bit more on that, please? I'm trying to picture what you're saying. And the aftermath. Can you elaborate a bit more, David? Please. I know you can only write so much in there at one time. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. I appreciate you all. Send some appreciation out there. Jordan saying, I'm going to have something to eat and chill out, Brad. Just thought I'd pop in for a bit and take it easy. Jordan, I don't blame you, mate. Take it easy. I hope that you heal quickly. I'm sorry about your injury. Make sure you get lots of rest, mate. They say, I know it's a simple thing. Lots of rest, as they say. I hope you get back soon. I bet back fit again. Bashir saying, why do I do this type of shit? Bashir, I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to look through the comments quickly, see if I've missed any. David, have you been on here before, is the question. Sorry if you haven't, if I misinterpreted. How's life in Greece, by the way, Summer? How have you lived there all your life? Expecting others to behave respectfully is not realistic and only causes emotional distress. And baseline behavior of others. If people are attacking you, I think you should put boundaries in place, Summer. It's not being upset by it, which does help. I think it's good to put boundaries in place. If they're going to be, but you're right, it's like expecting a turd. Sorry, it sounds very crude. Expecting a poo to be a diamond. A poo's never going to be a diamond. It's a poo, of course. And expecting it to be anything else is just not going to lead to, it's not going to be good. It's going to cause you emotional distress. Why? And this song is like saying, why the fuck's everyone not like me? Why doesn't everyone agree with what I'm saying? That kind of thinking. Why doesn't everyone agree with what I think? Why is that person behaving in the way that I wouldn't do? It causes us emotional distress. Have I done it? Yeah. Will I do it again? Yeah, I probably will. But I'm trying to be better with it. Expecting everyone to be respectful is just not realistic. No, it's not. It's not. And it's being at peace with that and accepting that, Summer, which I'm sure you know. Thank you for sharing. Jordan says, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. No worries, Jordan. Heal up and get well. Pokemon says hi. Hi, Pokemon. Bashir is saying, do you want to know the worst fucking thing? Go for it. Give my son UV from Scotland a shout out. Big shout out to UV. There you go, mate. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I appreciate you all, by the way. Genuine Guy, welcome back. I hope you're okay. Genuine Guy saying, emotional stress is something you're in control of. Remember your state of mind. It's for you to control. Reflect on this day. Start again tomorrow. Life is precious. Don't waste it on other people. Bloody hell. Absolutely correct. Genuine Guy. Absolutely bang on. Emotional stress is something you're in control of. Sometimes it might take you time. Depends on the person. If you're solid, you could snap out of it really quickly, Genuine Guy. It depends on the situation where you're at on that day, I think. It depends. But you can snap out of it, I agree, absolutely. Emotional stress, sometimes. I had a fucking hard day yesterday. I had a really tough, difficult day. I was very stressed out at work. I was fucking stressed out. But I was solving a lot of problems. I was doing really well, but I had a lot of problems. I was problem solving loads, and I was a bit angry and a bit upset. And it took me a while to calm down, Genuine Guy, if I'm honest. It took me a few hours. I wasn't a complete emotional wreck, but I was just a bit angry and a bit upset. takes time, but you are in control of the state of your mind. A simple way of doing it would be going, do you know what? I accept the situation. I accept the situation. And it's also being kind to yourself, going, do you know what? I did my best at the time. I did my best on the day. Hindsight's a lovely thing. I could have done, shoulda, woulda, coulda, can kick into your mind, can't it? Or shoulda, woulda, coulda, I should have done this, could have done that. But it's gone, it's past, it's gone. You did your best at that moment. So it's just being kind to yourself, in my opinion. It's going to help with that emotional stress that Genuine Guys very wisely mentioned. Sorry, one moment. It's for you to control, reflect on the day. Reflect on the day. I'm going to share that in a moment because it's thanks, Genuine Guy. Reflect on the day and start again tomorrow. What went well? What could I have done differently? What have I learned from it? Sometimes I fuck up. I make mistakes and it fucking hurts, man. It fucking hurts and I feel stupid. I really do sometimes. But then I reflect on it and go, do you know what? I'm never going to forget that. That fuck up was emotionally painful. Sometimes it is. It fucking hurts. It's like shit. And you've no one else to blame but yourself. And it fucking hurts. But I think to myself, do you know what? It's going to make me better. You don't make mistakes. The mistakes make you. So you don't make mistakes. The mistakes make you. Life is precious. Don't waste it on other people. That bellend that's been rude to you, that arsehole that's cut you up in the car, do you know, whoever it is, that person who's disrespectful for you, they're going to sleep really well tonight. They don't give a shit. They've instantly forgotten about what they've done. A lot of the time, rude people aren't even aware that they're rude sometimes. Sometimes is the word. So, and then you're just going home, fuming, thinking about it all day. You're wasting your energy on other people. It's a waste of energy, absolutely, Genuine Guy. And if you focus that energy on yourself, on your own inner peace, you can do so much more. Absolutely. But she was saying there's a chance this goddamn tail breaks easily. And the thing is taking me so damn long. Or are you playing your game? Enjoy your game, for sure. Summer is then saying, I'm Swedish. Interesting. How? Wow. What's it like in Sweden, by the way, Summer? But you live in Crete since 2020. I've got a few questions for you, Summer. You don't have to answer if you don't want. Whereabouts in Sweden did you live? And what was it like? And what's life like in Crete? Anyway. Jerick saying, anyone eats a kebab, why do they call it a greasy kebab? Good question, I don't know. Jerick, kebab meat, especially doner meat, is fucking, in my opinion, it's like the worst meat. There's grades. Imagine you've got the prime steak number 1, burgers number 5, and dog meat at number 10. Let's go with that. Number 10 being the worst, number 1 being the best in my ratio that I've just created. Doner meat is like the next worst thing to fucking dog meat, in my opinion. It's scrapings off the carcass, isn't it? So you get little bits of lips and eyeballs, and it's awful. It's awful, Yorick. Doner meat is awful, in my opinion. Pashira saying doesn't help. I'm sick. Pashira, don't overdo it. If you're not well, just rest. Take it easy. Anyway, drink plenty of fluids and get lots of sleep if you can. Yorick said, sorry. Is it you? Said, no, you're from Scotland? No, I'm from England. My name's Brad. I'm from Lancashire in England, which is northwest England, near Manchester. Yorick saying, anyone put boundaries on food like they put in the fridge? Do not touch. Yeah, putting boundaries on yourself. Absolutely, Yorick. Summer mentioned that. Being mindful of eating. Putting boundaries on yourself, going, do you know what? I'm not going to eat all those sweets in there. I'm not going to have 3 cans of Coke and loads of chocolate. Putting boundaries in place for yourself. Restricting yourself. Good example, man. Anyway, David's then saying it means when the creeps are getting too close and touching you in an unappreciative way. How to deal with it at the moment and the feeling of shame, anger, and state of being uncomfortable afterwards. All right, thanks, David, for elaborating. It's putting boundaries in place, isn't it? It's saying it's putting the question back onto them. Why are you doing that? Why are you touching my leg? Why are you doing that? Are you okay? Would be a simple boundary. And then if they're reasonable, or at least a little bit reasonable. It's an unreasonable thing to do to somebody, isn't it? Some people were taken aback and they'll stop. Don't do that. And then you go on. See how that works to begin with. You could put other boundaries in place, of course, depending on the severity and the volume of what you're receiving. Summer, you're so wise, by the way. To control the mind perfectly requires practice. I support to control the mind perfectly, get a lot of practice, a lot of field testing as well. Sometimes, Summer. I think as well, in my opinion, if you're at peace within yourself, you love yourself. No, not many people are going to touch you. Not going to put you down. It's not going to make you feel bad because you're a present. You're loving yourself. It does require a lot of practice, Summer. Oh my God, absolutely. I'm on that path myself. I'm not completely there though, let's be honest, but I'm better than I was. They're like saying, what food will you put a boundary on in a fridge like no one else allowed to touch? Don't know how you do that. For sure likes cold chocolate. Roy the human billboard. Hello, Roy the human billboard. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Hello, mate. Hello, mate, back. Are you an actual human billboard is the question. Pursue crafting. Enjoy your creative process. Pursue. That's a good thing. Summer saying you're incredibly bright. Great channel. Oh, thanks, Summer. I don't feel like I am incredibly bright, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Summer. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Is you saying kebab's really nice? Fair enough. A lot of people love it. They wouldn't sell it if people didn't like it. I personally don't, but a lot of people do like it. You're saying maybe if it's cut right. Is it you saying, oh, sorry, don't need to apologize as you do. Don't worry. Genuine guy saying we all make mistakes. Yeah, we do. I think the big deal for me, it's like a green flag or a red flag on someone, genuine guy, is when people make mistakes and then they blame someone else or they don't own up to it. I think it's a red flag for a character of a person. I remember watching something, genuine guy. It was, I think it was Navy SEAL related in America, Special Forces. And there was a guy, he was a really good soldier, but he fell asleep at the post and he got caught. And they asked him, did you fall asleep? He went, no. They went, right, you need to be honest. They asked him again, did you fall asleep? He said, no. They asked him 3 times and he said, no, but they knew he was sleeping. They wanted him to take accountability and say, yeah, I'm really sorry, I fucked up, but he didn't. So they got rid of him. And basically, he was a really good soldier, long story short, really good soldier. However, he did not take accountability for his own actions. So they couldn't trust him. So they got rid. Anyway, a little bit of a story there. Genuine guy, back to genuine guy's comment. We all make mistakes. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We're human. I've made many, but you grow, and those stressful events in time will make you a stronger person. Inside, of course they will. And as that happens, you're able to eventually understand how it affects you. You learn through the suffering and the mistakes. Genuine guy, absolutely. The price you pay, genuine guy, if you don't, imagine I fuck up, but it's never my fault. I blame you or I blame someone else, like a coward. Just an example. Then I never grow. I stay stuck because nothing's my fault. It's everyone else's fault, even though I'm an arsehole, for example. And then they stay stuck. That's one of the karmic debts from that. But if you do, like you said, learning from your stressful events makes you a stronger person. It really does. And it comes from within. That strength comes from within. Dropping the ball and picking it back up again. And then you understand how it affects you. Absolutely. Bashira saying, Jesus Christ, this lollipop is delicious. Bashira, enjoy your lollipop. Dreamy Jew. Hi, Dreamy Jew. How are you? I hope you're okay. Evening, Brad. Evening to you, Dreamy Jew. I hope that you're okay. Nice to see you on here again. Santa's saying, no creep will ever touch me. That's for fucking sure. You shouldn't say the effing word, but I did. Sorry. I had a guy at work whistle at me, and I literally told him at the spot to fuck off. And he stayed away from me since then. Ideal resolution, if you ask me. That's a boundary in place, isn't it? Someone's whistling at you. Someone's slapping your bum. Someone's being inappropriate. Someone's being disrespectful. You're not taking it. you tell them, no, stop. Sander said it in a very good way. How did you feel after you did that, Sander? Sander saying to pursue her that she's glad that his lollipop's nice. Okay, enjoy. Who the F whistles at women in 2026? It's not a recommended... I would not recommend that. No. I don't think it's the best way to approach a woman. I don't think it's the best way. Good luck with that. If you're going to do that, then you're probably going to get told to F off. It's not going to work. It's probably make people feel a bit creeped out by him more than likely. I don't know why men do it. Probably think, oh, she's going to like this. Doesn't usually work. Terrell saying, hello, do you know about Fritz Haber? I don't know what that is. Sorry, mate. Terrell, I don't know what that is. David saying, Sander, I remember you. Jamie Jew saying, I'm doing well, thanks. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, Jamie Jew. I hope that you're okay. I've had a busy week. I've been at work all week. But I'm feeling good, so I'm just doing this live. Jamie Jew saying, I would say desperate men. Yeah, desperate men do desperate things, desperate moves. It's a red flag as well. It's just not a very attractive thing to do from a man's perspective to wolf whistle. Nah, it's not good. It's giving off. It's not giving off a good vibe, is it? It's really not. It's not going to work. God, some men do some mad stuff, don't they? Women can be bad as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be. Women can be bad in different ways potentially, but it's generally men that kind of do that type of thing. I'm about whistling and others, of course. Anyway, I'll go back to my content. So boundaries aren't rejection. Boundaries aren't rejection. They are self-respect. Like Sander mentioned before. Someone's whistled at her. She told them to F off. I know it sounds a bit of a crude thingy, but I think it's a justified response. Self-respect, self-love. Discipline isn't just the gym. Gym's great, don't get me wrong. If you want to go on, it's not for everybody. Discipline is working on yourself, whatever you're working on. It's emotional limits too. What are you going to tolerate? What are you going to tolerate? Yeah, anyway. Johnny's then saying, funny story. I got catcalled the other day by a policewoman. What? I didn't mind it, but I can understand why it's uncomfortable for some. Wow, Johnny. You got catcalled. What happened, Johnny? What happened? What was the situation? Where were you? How did it make you feel? Did it make you feel good? It's different when a woman does it to a man or a man does it to a woman, isn't it? Interesting. Jacob. Hi, Jacob. I'm just going to see if I want to see it. This message has been retracted, Jacob. Anyway, nice to meet you, Jacob. My name's Brad. Sending you some respect out. I'm going to send you some respect. There you go. And Jamie G saying, I get whistled at many times. I responded by flipping them off every time. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Don't know why guys do it. I think it's a very immature attempt at mating, isn't it? I suppose from a guy. Oh, if I whistle at her, she's gonna love me. I'm gonna send a whistle. So they whistle, thinking that they're gonna get something. And it doesn't work. But they keep doing it because they're just not this one-dimensional. What's catcalling? Good question. Is it kind of like flirting? I think, Sander, catcalling. Can anyone help me with that? What is catcalling specifically? What is catcalling? So I'm going to change topic a little bit, guys. I'm going to keep reading the comments the best I can. So obviously, I don't know, not many people saw this, but it doesn't matter. I left a community post and I left a poll about what people have been reflecting on. And some people said putting boundaries in place, they've been reflecting on that, but we've already discussed that now. Moving on to personal growth. So I'm just going to type this in. I'll respond to the comments the best I can. Just give me a moment, please. And I'll type it in. Eventually. Come on, Brad. Eventually you'll get there. David said, my dumbass thought it was meowing at someone. Yeah. Well, you never know nowadays. God. So Johnny's saying, not exactly flirting. More like using words, sometimes inappropriate words. Right, okay. Sexual innuendos, kind of masked as a joke kind of thing. I'm assuming that type of thing. Sander's saying, good for you, Dreamy Jew. Sander, yeah, absolutely high five from Sander to Dreamy Jew there. With regards to putting boundaries in place to people whistling. Dreamy Jew says, when someone shouts stuff at you in the street about how you look. Yeah. It's rude, man. It's rude. Rude. It is rude. Sander's saying, Johnny, what did she tell you? Or maybe I don't want to know, LOL. Maybe not. Davidson said, imagine a grown-ass woman meowing at someone. You never know nowadays, David. I'm joking, but I'm being like serious. Like some people are furries, aren't they? Which is fine. I'm nothing against it, but people identify as animals, don't they? Furries. Have you ever heard of furries before? Each their own. Trying to be open and minded here, but that's what some people do. Some people are into that. Sounds crazy, but there you go. Stanley's saying, dream is you. Honestly, it's the worst. Stanley's saying, David, LOL, ha 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 ha. I can't say that very well. Or a grown-ass man whistling. I'm just going to unpin that message. One moment. Sorry, guys. Technology's getting the better of me right now. David, all right, you've already said that. Sanders giving me a sick emoji there. I need to write something and I'm struggling. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for anyone that's liked. Thank you for anyone that's subscribed. Sander, I need you to do me a favor, please. Can you please type in personal growth reflections, all comments responded to? Can you type that in for me, please? So it's personal growth reflections, all comments responded to. Sorry, I'm failing on this end. Welcome back for sure. So, personal growth. Is anyone playing it small? Does anyone play it small sometimes? Where are you playing your life small? Are you dimming your light for anybody? I've done it so many times. Fuck's sake. Not so much anymore, but I have. I do it in my family dynamic. I need to change it. I'm always like the quiet one, the one that keeps the peace. And it's just like I've fitted into that role. And I just go quiet and I let everyone else speak. And it doesn't bother me. It's like, you speak, I'm just going to be quiet. Believe it or not, I'm speaking loads now, but I'm generally quite an introspective person. It sounds crazy. You're probably thinking, this guy that's talking all the time, he's introspective, he's quiet, he's introverted in some situations. Absolutely, I am. And I naturally do that. But yeah, do I make myself small sometimes? Yes. I do. I don't have sometimes I can't even have these types of conversations. I can't talk about these deeper things because the people around me aren't open to it. They're not perceived. Their understanding and their perception is not at that level, let's say. Anyway, thanks, Sander. That's brilliant. Thank you. Sander's saying personal growth reflections, all comments responded to in relation to what we're talking about. Just for a while, I'll go through the comments again. UKG, welcome back. How you do, UKG? UKG said, I'm shining as bright as I fucking can. Good for you, man. Good for you. And sometimes that can feel uncomfortable for some people. Some people can just do it and they're winning. Good for you. Sometimes you just being yourself, you put your best foot forward, you're competing against yourself. You just want to do a good job. You want to do well. And some people that are insecure will feel threatened by you, and they'll try and dim your light. They'll try and put you down. They'll try to attack you a little bit. And sometimes you can think, do you know what? I'm going to downplay my skills and my knowledge. I'm not going to speak so intelligently. I'm not going to put my best foot forward. I'm not going to be my true self because I don't want to upset these people over there. And then you can dim your light, which is sad. You shouldn't do that. Have I done it? Yeah, I've done it. Anyway, Sandy's saying, good for you, UKG. I agree. Jamie Jew saying, for me, the good-looking ones get a pass, LOL. I suppose does it not make you feel good though, Jamie Jew? In a way, if you're a woman and you're getting whistled at, could it not make you feel good to an extent? I don't know. It depends which way you look at it. David's then saying, hey, I've got some quotes here. David, please share your quotes. I love quotes. Sanders then saying, Dreamy Jew, do you know what? That's fair enough. Of course. Johnny Sen saying, what I've learned about personal growth, it's like a video game. Interesting. You need to learn certain lessons before you can level up. Wow. Very true. You need to learn certain lessons before you level up. Yeah, you do. And sometimes if you've not learned the lessons, Johnny, if you've not quite got over, I don't know, you struggle to put boundaries in place in your life so people take the piss out of you. They walk all over you, for just an example. And you're trying to work it through it. You're putting boundaries in place, but it's not quite working yet because you're new at it. And you're in with one group of people, but then you move to another group of people. That problem's going with you. That problem's still there. It's within you, within yourself, in relation to what you've said. So you need to get past that lesson before you move on. Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Johnny. David's saying you won't find the same person twice, not even in the same person. Wow. I've never seen that one before, David. You won't find the same person twice. Not even in the same person. Saying that we change all the time, depending on our mood. I suppose you can meet someone 20 years ago, you can have an impression of who they are, but they've completely grown and changed as well. David, it's a very interesting quote. What's your thoughts on that? Can you elaborate on that? Can anyone else elaborate on what David's just said? You won't find the same person twice, not even in the same person. It's making me think, David. Thanks for sharing. Bashir is saying, so true. Online, I will be one of the most talkative people, but in real life, I'm very quiet. Yeah, do you know what, Bashir? I could be like that. So I get you. Thank you for sharing. Santa saying, very true to Johnny. Santa says, oh, pursuer. Pursuer is quite bitey. Okay. Santa saying, Brad, can I open the hotel chocolate box of chocolates? I'm desperate, LOL. Go on then. Open them. I've not had any yet, have I? I need to try them. Don't eat them all. Anyway, Jonathan's saying, David, I've never heard a Chinese quote. Sorry, let me start again. I'm losing my trace of thought, Johnny. Johnny is saying, David, I've heard a Chinese quotation. The same man never steps twice in the same river. It's not the same man and not the same river anymore. Wow. I've never heard that one before. Interesting, thought-provoking. Well, it is for me because I've never heard it before. What does that quote mean? Yeah, I'm struggling. To be honest, I'm struggling to get my head around it. Forgive my cognitive abilities there. Jamie Jew saying, if he's fit and he whistles, I'm taking it as a compliment, not going to lie. Well, yeah, I think Jamie Jew, a lot of people in that situation would probably have the same opinion of what you've just shared. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being honest. Mason, hi Mason. Welcome back, Mason. Hi guys. Hi Mason, how are you? Hope you're okay. UKG saying, oh, it's sometimes a good thing to let people try and at times prop up a genuine person and let them do their thing. Let me read it again. Oh, it's sometimes a good thing to let people try and at times prop up a yeah, it's Lift people up, give them a chance, let them have the spotlight, let them. Is that what I'm gauging from what you've just said there, UKG? You've got a good person, let them do the thing. And sometimes you might think, do you know what? That person's really good at this, or they're really good at that. And if you're humble enough, you go, do you know what? That person's so much better at me than that person over there is so much more intelligent. They've got so much experience in this or that. Let them shine. You utilize them. If you're in a workplace, for example, UKG, if you're wise enough, if you're secure enough in yourself, is what I gauge from what you've just said. In relation to what you've just said. For sure, saying hello. Hamad. Hi, Hamad. How are you? Hope you're okay. Nice to see you again. Yes, nice to see you again too, Hamad. Hope you're okay. Sandra's then saying, LOL, sorry, Brad. I'll wait for you if you want. Sandra, you don't need to wait for me. Just go for it. Go for it. Yorick then saying, Sandra, Brad, put boundaries on the hotel box of chocolates. Only for Brad. Yes, Yorick. I don't. How could I put the boundaries in place on the box of chocolates? Sandra's laughing at Yorick. Well, you bought them for Valentine's Day. Yes, you did. Thanks. Davidson saying his father taught him strength, his mother taught him mercy, and the world punished him for both. Friedrich Nietzsche. I can say it wrong probably. His father taught him strength, his mother taught him mercy, and the world punished him for both. Oh, fucking hell. That's a really good quote as well, David, and very punished for being strong, punished for having mercy. The world can be cruel, can't it? The world can be cruel, David. By what I'm going back to the quote that you've just said. It's a really good one. His father taught him strength, his mother taught him mercy, and the world punished him for both. The quote is by Friedrich Nietzsche. I say it wrong, sorry. So fucking true, isn't it? People, what's that saying? Your light's shining too brightly. For instance, you're strong. People don't like you seeing doing better than them sometimes. They get jealous, they get envious. Not everybody, but some will. You won't be forgiven for that. If you have mercy and you're kind, people take kindness for a weakness, David, as I'm sure you know, in relation to that quote, which you've just shared. Santa's just waving. Moisture man. Moisture man. Hello, Moisture man. Bald and British. Yes, I'm bald and I am British. You are correct, Moisture man. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Yorick saying, and I moisturise as well, Moisture man. I do. Make myself look as good as I can. Make the best of the bulb that I have. Yorick's then saying life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Do you know what? It's a really good quote. Forrest Gump. What a great movie that was. What a great movie. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. You never know where you're going to fucking end up or how your life's going to change. And you can think, oh my God, this is me now. I'm stuck. I've been rejected. I've no partner. They've dumped me. No one loves me. That kind of thinking can happen. I've been there. It's shit. Don't get me wrong. And you think, that's me now. This is me forever. No, it's not. Things change. You have ups and you have fucking downs. You just got to make the best of it. Moisture man saying, what a combination. Yes. An amazing combination there, Moisture man. Anyway, Bashir says hello. Bashir has nearly vomited. Be careful, Bashir, please. Son is saying, Moisture man, yes, it's a great combo indeed. Thanks. Jimmy Shoe's saying, yeah, they keep hiking the price every year though. What for, Dreamy Jew? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Is it for the hotel chocolates? I've never even ever had one. I've got a box of them in the other room, and I've never had them. I need to try them. Sandra's saying, pursue it, LOL. Stop eating shit. Good advice. Don't eat shit. It's not nice. But she's on about crowns and dirty yummy. No, it's not, mate. Anyone heard of a condition called pica? Pica. Thinking, what the hell's pica? Pica is when somebody can eat anything and not taste it. I used to work with special needs kids years ago, and one of them had pica, and he just picked dirt up off of the floor and eat it. Didn't make him. Obviously, it's not good for you. I wouldn't recommend it, but he couldn't taste it. Pica is when you can't taste things. Anyway. Moisture Man saying, good luck, mate. Moisture Man, thank you. Good luck to you too, man. Good luck to you too. Whatever endeavour, whatever path you go down. Good luck to you too. Hi, Nero. Welcome back, Nero. How are you? Good to see you on here again. Arch Enemy. Did you ever see that band with Angela Gosso? Angela decided not to come back. Lauren Hart is a new vocalist. I have no idea. I'm sorry, Nero. Welcome back, though. I don't know if anyone knows what Nero's on about. Reply if you can. Santa saying like and subscribe, everyone. Yeah, thank you for liking. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Moisture Man saying, bloody accent you've got there, lad. Yeah, this is Moisture Man. This is my accent is from Lancashire. Blackburn, Darwin. Basically. Where are you from, Moisture Man? Graham Moisden. Is there any Mockle Misers around? What's one of them, Graham? Graham, what the hell is that? Please elaborate. I don't know what that is. Davidson saying, in this world, those who speak the truth are killed. Yeah, they are. Sometimes. Smart ones go crazy, and the world remains full of happy fools. Full of happy fools. It does. People who speak the truth, they're not liked. The truth will set you free, though, David, in my opinion. However, a lot of people don't like the truth. The truth hurts, so they don't want to know it. They don't want to be exposed as well, so therefore people can get killed for speaking the truth. It's happened so many times, especially if it's on a world stage, especially if someone has a platform. They're more at risk of being killed for speaking the truth. That's true. Smart ones go crazy. Sometimes it's that genius to insane kind of logic that you're talking about there. And ignorance is bliss. The world is full of happy fools. Sometimes it is. Ignorance is bliss kind of logic. Pursuer says, apparently I'm meant to be asleep. Listen to your mum, Pursuer. Yeah, get some sleep, mate, if you're not well. Moisture Man is from, I'm British, occupied East India. I'm from England, but occupied East India. Okay, cool. John Donald, hi, John. What the fuck are we on about here? What the fuck are we on about, John? John, I'm reading through the comments, but I am talking about personal growth a little bit. Thanks for getting me back on topic, mate. I'm reading the comments. It's community-led by you guys. I'm trying to stay on topic a little bit more than I have done in the past, though. Is it right? A question for everyone. What is there a habit that you're avoiding? What habit are you avoiding? Is anyone avoiding a habit? Is anyone avoiding a habit of doing something? We're talking about boundaries as well, Donald. Yes. Personal and emotional boundaries. Yes, we are. And we're also talking about personal growth as well at the moment. Davidson is then saying, sometimes the most beautiful view is the one you must close to heal. Absolutely. Pursuer saying, why am I drilling? Oh, I don't know why. Pursuer, you need to get some sleep. Anyway. Trying to say, Pursuer, you're drooling because you're full of crayons. Please stop eating crayons. Not fucking good, mate. Sorry, I hope you're okay. Ridge Racer, hi, Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer saying, my embarrassing habit is scratching my bum and sniffing my finger. Oh, God. Right. So, as Ridge Racer, I'm going with a joke here, mate. You're doing the scratch and sniff method, lad. To me, I wouldn't advise that. Nero saying you aren't a big metal fan, I guess. Nero, to be honest, no, I'm not, personally. I like different types of music, of course. I appreciate good artists, but I'm not a metal fan. John's then saying he's had to check for a normal smell. Oh, God. We've gone down that road. Ridge Racer saying usually smells like musty. Yeah, it's going to be musty, Ridge Racer. Anyway, I'm going back to topic. What's one uncomfortable action you know moving forwards? And are you waiting to feel ready? Are you waiting to feel ready? Is it something that you're putting off? Personal growth related? Something that you've been thinking about for ages? Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. going to start going to the gym. I'm going to apply for that job. I'm going to start this new project. I'm going to start my own business. But you keep putting it off. You keep hindering it. Or I need to work on myself psychologically. I need to stop overreacting to what other people say. But I can't be arsed right now, so I'm just going to carry on what I've always done. That type of thing. That kind of thing. John said, say, anyway, I'll keep talking until we get back on topic. It's all right. Are you growing or are you just consuming self-improvement content? Are you growing or are you just reading the books? You can read the books all day long. You can know the theory all day long. But are you applying it? Are you field testing it? Not everyone does. Of course. What excuse are you repeating? What excuse are you repeating? We sometimes talk our way out of things, don't we? I do it sometimes. Before I start, I've been doing this YouTube. I've been a YouTube creator for a year. I'm still early stages, believe it or not. I'm doing my best. God, I remember January, February. So I started on the 30th of December, 2024. I had literally 4 subscribers right up until the beginning of March. So I had 4 subscribers. There were no one, mate. No one. It's got so much better since then. And then it's really slow growth. It's really slow growth. But anyway, long story short, way before that, I was going to do this years ago, but I talked my way out of it. I talked my way out of my own personal growth, basically, of doing this. That's just one example. But eventually I got there. So anyway, let me read the comments. Anyway, John's saying you need to get that checked, Ridge Racer. Yeah. Sandra's saying it's absolutely disgusting. Well, yeah, you shouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't advise having that scratch and sniff adventures that Ridge Racer's on about. Ridge Racer is saying indeed it is. Pursuer's back. Welcome back, Pursuer. Nero saying arch enemy, the eagle flies alone, has over 100 million views. And Alicia White Glutz something was the vocalist in that video. She left it to do her solo work with and Lauren Hart replaced her. I'm sorry, Nero. I don't know anything about that. Forgive me. Special needs black kid. Stop messaging. That's spamming. No, that's wrong. John's saying, Goober, take the keyboard with you. There we go. That person's gone. David's saying, I wasn't hopeful enough to scream nor brave enough to walk away. I wasn't hopeful enough to scream nor brave enough to walk away. So you frozen then, David, with regards to the quote you've just shared. So I'll move on. Growth requires friction. Growth requires friction. What does that mean? Growth requires friction. Sometimes when you're growing, it fucking hurts. Growing pains, man. It requires resistance as well. It's like you're doing resistance training, you're lifting weights. If I lift 1 kilogram and I do a dumbbell curl, 1 kilogram's nothing. To me, it's nothing. Most people, it would be not a lot at all. There's no resistance. If I'm on the bike, I'm cycling, and I've got really high gear, meaning easy gear. I'm just spinning my legs around, but there's no resistance. I'm not going to get any stronger. We need resistance in life. We need challenges in life. Without that, the growth does not happen. Growing through the suffering, in a nutshell. Hello to Anitai. I hope I'm saying your name right. Good evening to you too. I hope that you're okay. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Are you growing? I've said that already. Comfort is expensive long term. So if you stay in comfort zone for too long, you're sitting at home, you're eating crisp, you're having a nice, easy life. You're not really doing anything. You're not really learning anything. You're just in comfort zone all the time. You're going to get stuck, and you're going to pay for it in the long term. Hi from Paris in France. One moment. Sorry, guys. I'll read the comments in a moment. I'm just going to put the heating on. It's freezing. in the UK. One moment, you can still hear me, but you can't see me now. The heating's on. There we go. Johnny says saying growth is uncomfortable. Yeah, it is. Especially when you begin it, Johnny. I personally think, though, with personal growth, you don't have to be personally growing every single day, all the time. Sometimes you need to rest and recuperate. There's a balance needed, in my opinion. But yeah, it does feel uncomfortable. It does feel uncomfortable. One moment. Take that off. It feels easy. If it feels easy, there is no growth. Exactly. There's no challenges, there's no growth. Think about the boxing, modern day boxing. It was much better in the 70s, 60s and 80s because the competition was better. Now the competition is not as the higher quality. So therefore, the boxers of today would arguably not be as good as the boxers of the 80s because the competition is not as good. There's no challenge, there's no resistance. Or the resistance is much less, let's say. Bridge Race is saying, I'm only messing with you. I don't scratch and sniff laughing my fucking ass off. I know, Bridge Racer, I don't think you do. I know you're joking. I get it. I've gone with the joke though, mate. I've gone with the joke. I'm taking it with a pinch of salt, let's say. My name is Emmanuel. Hi, Emmanuel. Nice to meet you. Hope you're okay. I don't understand everything you say. Yeah, I'm sorry that you don't understand everything I say. I'll try and speak as clearly as I can, Emmanuel. My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. Nero says Tyson Fury lost. I think, yeah, he lost. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Love speeding. How the fuck Anthony survived that car crash? Don't know what car crash you're going on about there. Anyway, I'm carrying on with my content. Who do you need to become? Who do you need to become in life? On your personal growth journey? Who do you need to become? What's that saying? If you want to be a millionaire, you need to become the millionaire. You need to become this higher vibrational, higher energy type of person to put the work in. And to do that, man, the big traps in life are, one of them, in my opinion, is getting stuck into bullshit drama in the workplace and getting really emotionally invested in your job. Imagine if you're a cleaner or whatever it is you're fucking doing. You're working at McDonald's. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be the fucking best. Could be the best cleaner in the world. But you're only earning that. And then people get sucked into all the drama. They get pissed off because this person's lazy. They get pissed off because this person's rude. And they're really passionate about this job. There's nothing wrong with that. But they get pissed off with all the politics. They're sucked into the politics game. They're sucked into the rigid kind of totalitarian system that they're in. Could be working for the NHS, for an example, where I work for the NHS, and they get sucked fucking in. That's all they think about. That's all they know. All their energy's going in on that, and they still get paid the same. If you use that energy, stop worrying about what other people are thinking. Stop worrying about what other people are doing. Focus on yourself. Worry about yourself, and use that energy to create something. We're here to create, in my opinion. I don't know what that is for you individually, but focus on yourself. Focus on winning. Don't get dragged down by the lower vibrational energies or situations. Anyway. Nero saying, anti-Joshua, not that social media wimp. I like that. Yeah, that he was running a lot of the time in that fight, Nero. He's done well. Jake Paul's done very well. He's advertised himself very well, hasn't he? He was the guy that people loved to hate, the guy that everyone wanted to get beaten. Yeah, he did get beaten. Yeah, he did get beaten, of course. I think it lasted longer, that fight, because he was running away most of the time. Anthony Joshua post-Jake fight, love speeding, he's talking about. For sure saying, I just changed into my shorts and I feel so much better. Yeah, shorts are more comfortable, for sure. Yorick, I agree. I've just read it. Pound for pound, Manny Pacquiao is the best boxer ever. He's my favourite. I'd agree. I'd absolutely agree with that. Especially when he was at his best. He beat a washed-up Mike Tyson. Yeah, he did, and I think it was staged anyway. Nero, that fight was staged. It was just a moneymaker. It was rubbish. It was a rubbish fight. Tyson's there for the payday, of course. Easy money. Emmanuel says, you live in the UK. Yes, Emmanuel, I live in the UK. I live near Manchester. That's where I live. I'll move on now. I'm just going through things. Emmanuel said Manchester in UK. Yeah, not far from there, mate. I live in Chorley. You might not have heard of it, but it's basically about 30 miles away from Manchester. That's where I live. Yeah. Football team are red. Well, you got the Red Devils, Man United, Emmanuel, and also obviously you've got Man City, the Blues or whatever. I've been to both of the grounds. I don't support either of the teams, or if I'm honest. Man United's a huge ground. Man United, if you've ever been to Old Trafford, it's falling apart. It's not been maintained very well. They've not looked after it. They've not invested in it. It's a huge football ground. It's a huge football team, but it's not been invested in properly. It's been neglected. I'm on about Old Trafford, the stadium. I'll tell you what, I'm talking about stadiums now, aren't I? Sorry. Tottenham's really good. You don't like football, Emmanuel? I don't mind it. I liked it more when I was younger. I prefer rugby. Priscilla saying you've just lie back down and feel a lot better. Yeah, lie down. Just relax, Priscilla. Trust me now, sleeping really helps. Keep hydrated as well. Glass of water before you go to sleep. Glass of water when you wake up. That will help. And resting. Your body's trying to heal itself, for sure. If you're ill, your body's just trying to heal itself. So do less. Do less than you normally do. And look after yourself. Fiona. Hi, Fiona. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. I'm moving on from the personal growth conversation now. So I want to unpin that. You visited Manchester. Your favourite pub was the Marble something. I can't think of that name of that pub, Fiona. Where are you from, by the way? Emmanuel saying, so do I. Prefer rugby. What team do you support? I support Sale Sharks. Have you heard of Sale Sharks before, Emmanuel? And obviously England, of course. I love watching it, though. I love watching all teams. Anyway. Prasanna saying, Pashua, thank you for sharing. Pashua, but you want to do your crafting. It's up to you. It's up to you, Pashua. But don't burn yourself out. I'm not reading that name. Harry, Fanni. Is leather okay at an office party? Is leather okay at an office party? Maybe. Depends what kind of leather we're going on about here. Emmanuel says, I come from Pau in southwest in France. Emmanuel, the French rugby team are absolutely amazing. I think they're going to win the Six Nations, by the way. They're really, really, really good. I don't see anyone beating them. Let's see what happens. For sure saying Larry the Worm. The PAL section. What's the PAL section? Emmanuel. I don't want that. Sorry, messing around with my phone here. I'm just reading the comments now, guys. I think I'm done with my content. Let me just have a quick look. The PAL section. Okay. I can't think of who they are. Sorry, Emmanuel. I can't think of who they are. Billy Ashworth. That is a Lancashire accent, pal. Yeah, it is Billy. Absolutely. East Lancashire. And to be more specific, Billy. Where are you from, by the way? My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. Emmanuel saying the French football rugby team has never won the World Cup. No, not yet. Maybe. Sean Edwards is a really good coach. Sean Edwards used to play for Wigan as well, rugby league. He's a great defensive coach. You're very lucky to have him, Emmanuel. You've got a really good team. Anyway. Nero saying he beat up a washed up Mike Tyson. Sorry if I missed your comment, Nero. Apologise. Nero saying you missed my comment. Floyd Mayweather lost to Southpaw. I forgot his name. So not undefeated, and he avoided Pacquiao in his prime. Yes, he did. Nero, you are correct. Floyd Mayweather avoided Pacquiao when he was in his prime. He absolutely did. I can see why he did it, because he didn't want to get beaten. He did it. Yeah, I agree, Nero. Billy from Clitheroe. Clitheroe's nice, man. You're not far from where I'm. I live in Chorley, Billy. Clitheroe's nice. How's life in Clitheroe? It's a nice place. How long have you lived there for, Billy? Shoes on about pancakes and Sanders just shoving loads of crayons. Off you go. And waffles, what the hell? Leather jacket, yes, or leather pants, shoes, whatever. Azan, hi Azan. I do remember you. Absolutely. Hi, do you remember me? Yes, I do. How are you doing? How's life? How's life, Azan? Hope you're okay. You're fasting. Good. It's really good for you, Azan, fasting. How long have you got left to do that for? It's really healthy for you, Azan. Actually, really is good for you. Good for you. Emmanuel saying, tonight, may we talk about every subject? Emmanuel, if you want to bring up a topic, I'll go for it. You go for it, Emmanuel. Bring up a topic. Azan saying we fast for a month, yes. It's related in relation to the moon, isn't it, as well? Forgive me if I'm wrong, Azan. It's around a month, though, I do know that, yeah. And it's dry fasting as well, Azan, isn't it? So it's not just food, it's water as well, and coffee or whatever, and liquids. Sanders asking Azan, when you're breaking your fast? Sanders says, Azan, I know. Fast for a month, yes, of course. I'm just reading the comments now, guys. Pashu's showing us some meat. I don't know what that means. Raw fresh meat. What do you mean by fresh meat? Sanders then coming back with, don't know where the commentary is going here, with a selection of meats. Okay. Fiona, it's Lent, bro, and I gave up chocolate. You gave up chocolate. That's required. Fiona, that requires discipline, doesn't it? I love chocolate. I've quit it so many times, but then gone back to it. How long have you given up chocolate for? And how are you feeling about it, Fiona? Emmanuel saying, I'm 54 years old and I've been relearning English in a couple of years. What you do, what you're writing on here, Emmanuel, is I can read it clearly, which is a good sign. It's not. I'm sure it's not easy to learn a new language, but good for you. That's really good. Requires discipline. And it just goes to show it doesn't matter what age you are, you can still learn new things. So a respect to you, Emmanuel. So Azan's saying, I've already broken my fast, so I have to wake up again at 5 in the morning and eat and go back to sleep. Wow, that's discipline. So you're eating just before it comes light again, Azan. Well, by the sounds of it, you're doing it properly. Leah O'Byrne. Hi, Leah. My name's Brad. Thank you for anyone that's liked and subscribed. I'm just reading the comments at the moment. Are you vegan? No, I am not. Are you vegan, Leah? I'm not vegan. I was vegetarian for 3.5 years once, believe it or not. I was vegan for about 5 days, I think, and it just didn't work. I didn't carry it on. Sana saying, Azan, okay, nice. How was your iftar? Was your iftar delicious? I don't know what that is, iftar. Yorick saying, Brad, you missed my comment about I tried the Ramadan fast. Sorry, Yorick, I missed it. I'm sorry if I missed your comment. I can't see it, Yorick. Honestly. Don't know why I can't see it. No, can't see it, Yorick. Sorry. Leah's asking me, are you a vegan? I've answered that question. She was saying, fun fact, it's Peshua's line in Die of Death, which is where he originally came from. Okay, cool. Why did you try it, Yorick? I don't know. I'm from Cork, and it's not Fiona. I'm sorry. You langer. What's a langer? It's original Finbar. Okay then, original Finbar. I apologise if I got your name wrong. I didn't mean to. No disrespect intended. Original Finbar. I'm sorry, man. I'm reading in real time. I'm not perfect, but thank you for correcting me, and I'll respectfully call you by your preferred name, which is original Finbar, of course. Emmanuel saying I learned English when I was young. Cool. Santa saying ha ha ha. Original Finbar. I'm not going to laugh. I'm going to be respectful. Azan saying ha, yeah, but before you go to sleep, you have to pray. Okay. That means you're practicing it very well, by the way, by the sounds of it, Azan. Santa says that sounds nice. And now Emmanuel's now discovering English again. Well, good luck on your journey. Yorick saying the Ramadan fast is really hard because they fast not just from food but water too. Yes, Yorick, dry fasting. I've done fasting. I fasted today for about 24 hours, but it wasn't dry fast. So Yorick, you're correct. I think a dry fast, I think the positive benefits from a dry fast are higher than a fast when you're drinking water. But yeah, I agree, Yorick. It must be more difficult, especially doing it every day for a month. It's very good for the body, though. Very good for the body with regards to fasting. Leah saying, no, I was just asking because people were spamming like meat emojis, and that's what some people do when they see a vegan person. All right. I get you, Leah. I get you. Sandra saying you missed one of my early comments too, Brad. I'm really, really sorry. Please write it again. I can't see it. And Manuel's then saying, I've read the lyrics of the Pet Shop Boys. Fashion news. Okay, cool. Sandra's then saying, yeah, Yorick. Emmanuel's saying toy dolls. Okay. Jonathan's saying, Emmanuel, I'd like to learn French. It's good to learn any language, I suppose, if you put your mind to it. As I'm saying, anyways, I have to go. Sleep early. So you got to sleep early because you got to get up early, haven't you? Of course. So I can wake up at 5 a.m. Bye and Ramadan Mubarak. Ramadan Mubarak to you, Azan. Sending you some respect. Have a good night's sleep. And I hope that you enjoy your meal in the morning. Sanders then saying Ramadan Mubarak. Azan, sleep well. So you're saying I want to try it again though. What, the dry fasting? For sure he's having a cookie from Co-op. I'm just reading the comments now, guys, of course. Oh, Sandra's having those chocolates, they're delicious. I'm jealous. Oh, right. Sandra's licking the lips. Don't eat them all, please. So you're saying strange, Sandra. Maybe some comments on voice are getting deleted automatically by YouTube. Maybe, because I'm reading all the comments now, Yorick. I'm sorry if I missed anyone's comments. Isolight 217. Why do you look like you hate yourself? I don't hate myself. I love myself in a good way. Sometimes I don't like myself, if I'm honest. I have days when I beat myself up, Isolight. I have days when I do, if I'm honest. But on the whole, I love myself in a healthy way, not in an arrogant way. Question for you, Isolight. My name's Brad, by the way. Nice to meet you. I'm going to send you some respect and some love or whatever. Respect all the way. Do you hate yourself sometimes? Have you ever experienced that in your life? I think most people have. Santa saying, why would that be, Yorick? French is a difficult language, Emmanuel saying, I agree. Absolutely. I don't think it's the easiest at all. Yorick saying maybe some religious talks get automatically deleted. Maybe, I don't know, Yorick. I have to look into it. Sandra's saying, Emmanuel, it sure is in relation to French being a difficult language to learn. French is a hard language, absolutely. Yorick saying, that's all I can think of as it was regarding Ramadan, my comment. I'm sure knowing you, Yorick, it wasn't disrespectful or anything. I'm sure, of course. Sandra's saying, Yorick, I was talking about self-respect, not religion, of course. Emmanuel, I've already answered that, Emmanuel. French is a hard language to learn. You avoided a cream egg today. I forgot your name. I forgot your name, mate. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to go back. I can't remember. I try to be respectful as I can, but I forget bloody names. Original Finbar is saying, sorry, I'm going back. Original Finbar is saying, I avoided a cream egg today. Cream eggs are nice though. Obviously, they're not healthy. You're saying, is your comment there, Sandra, in your chat history? Asking Sandra something. Johnny's saying, Emmanuel, I get it, but already speak Spanish and a bit of Portuguese. So reading French isn't so hard for me. Speaking though, I don't know, LOL. Johnny, you're really good at languages though. You must have put a lot of work and time and energy into that though, Johnny, to become good at that. Sandra's asking a really good question. What does someone who hates themselves look like? Good point. Good point. What does someone who hates themselves behave like? So what does someone who hates themselves behave like? A lot of the time, someone who hates themselves behaves in a nasty way towards others, puts others down, projects their own insecurities onto others. That would be someone who hates themselves, how they would behave, potentially. Sure, scared of something, I don't know what. Mario saying in French, there is so many idiomatic expressions. Interesting. Sanders saying, Yorick, no clue. Can't be bothered going back and looking. I just don't remember Brad reading it. That's fine. Hello to Haroon. Hi, Haroon. How are you? Hope you're okay. French is not the hardest language to learn. It's pretty fucking easy compared to other languages. Okay, Haroon. Can you give examples of that? Completely honest, I just speak English. So I'm very limited with my... I'm not educated to comment on these things. To me, all languages are difficult, Haroon, but what languages do you speak, and why are some more difficult than others? I bet you Finnish is hard to learn. Finnish, I can imagine, because the language is so much different compared to English or Spanish. There's a big difference. For instance, you'll see school in German and English or French or let's say Spanish, and you could probably spot it, even if you didn't speak the language. But if it's in school in Finnish, it'd be like a really long word that's so different. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way, guys. I appreciate you all sending out some appreciation there, so thank you. Johnny's saying, if I can speak German, I think I can learn any language. And another one, Johnny, a simple one. If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, if you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're right. So therefore, Johnny, I agree with you. If you think you can do it, you can fucking do it. Absolutely. Manuel said in France, most French don't speak French very well. Crazy. I've never experienced it. Johnny 100%, Sanders saying. Eric says, good evening to Johnny. Thank you. Wonderful. That's all good. Sanders saying it's the same in UK, Emmanuel, LOL. Yeah. A lot of people that I think I speak slang words as well. Some people in England, it's hard to understand them. It truly is, depending on where they're from, especially. And people from Newcastle, Geordie accent can be hard to understand sometimes. I think that's true for any language, Emmanuel. Johnny, could be right there. And Nanny says, hey. Hey, Nanny, welcome back. Johnny says, good evening to Yorick. Sandra says, LOL to Yorick. Aaron saying, Emmanuel was born last week, I think. No, I don't think so. Good evening, Sandra says. Gluten-free. What, gluten-free cream egg, is it? We all become Germans here. Yeah. Sehr good, yeah. I'm terrible. Sanders laughing. Emmanuel saying, currently in France, we use English words inappropriately. All right, swear words. They're the most fun ones, aren't they? Let's be honest. So you're like saying, she's I don't know what she's means. Scheitzer. Is it Scheitzer? Which means shit. Scheitzer Kopf means shithead in German. There you go. Take notes, guys. I'm sure Johnny's taking notes on my amazing German skills. Not. I'm joking, of course. Johnny's saying we almost did a century ago, LOL. I wonder what the world would be like if that was the case. Wow. Would it be better? Would it be worse? Interesting question. Controversial. Who knows? Chemistry SS says yes. What do you mean by that, Chemistry SS? What do you mean? What's your yes in relation to? I'm saying Germany above all. Johnny saying, haha, the sound of the forbidden lyrics. You're like saying, no, wait, that's Russian. Johnny's, haha, expect me to say then, LOL. Sanders saying Yorick and Croatian, LOL. Sure, is just chucking in some random hamburger. Emmanuel saying, I prefer to listen a correct English than a bad French who uses English words inappropriately. Fair enough. Sanders laughing at Peshua. Peshua looks flabbergasted. No, Yorick looks flabbergasted at Peshua. His jaws dropped. Peshua. Sanders laughing. I'm laughing out loud. I'm not in on this joke. Chemistry SS saying fluent gibberish. I read all the comments, Chemistry SS. So yeah, the conversation is going off in tangents at the moment. It's community led. Chemistry SS, if you want to bring up something a bit more thought provoking, go for it. More than open to that if you wish to, of course. Emmanuel saying, I'm not sure I write inappropriately correctly. I think so, mate. I think that's right, Emmanuel. It's very appropriate. You have an appropriate spelling of inappropriately, by the way. So, Johnny saying, I guess you like Kanye West, Sander. Sanders saying, Emmanuel, it's inappropriate. Chemistry is spelling it right, I think. Forgive my spelling. Chemistry SS is coming at us with some appropriate spelling of inappropriately. God. Domenica. Oh, sorry. Hi, my name is William. Hi, William. Nice to meet you, lad. William, my name is Brad. Nice to meet you too. Sure, sending out some meat, whatever. Shizza. I don't know what shizza means. Is it shit? It's when things go to pot. When things go to shit, Yorick. Sandra's giving us a bit of broccoli. Thanks for that. Controversial. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. So I'm saying big shit. I came across a German live stream once and I learned a few words. Well, you've learned well there, Yorick. How'd you end up on a German string, though? Xavier Nado, don't know that is Sander. Pashua is just chatting some random words. Pashua, really, you need to get some sleep. Yeah, get some sleep, Pashua. You'll feel better tomorrow. Pashua is refusing to sleep. He's fighting it. You're fighting the sleep, Pashua. You're battling it. You're like, no, I'm not letting this. I'm not letting this sleep beat me. Anyway, do you like German hip hop, Sander? Oh, don't know. For sure, it's good to have you here. Always welcome. Yeah, you are. Nice. Yeah, I agree, Yorick. Pursuer saying yippee. I love you, Pursuer, Sanders saying. Flox Kid 95. Do you know what, Flox Kid 95? I'm going to pin your comments. It's really nice what you just said there. Nice to meet you. My name's Brad. You all matter to someone. Sending love and respect. Really simple thing to say, but really, really wise and really, really true. You all matter to someone. Remember that. Don't forget that. You all matter to someone. Be the best version of yourself that you can be, Flox Kid, of course, in relation to what you're saying. You all matter to someone. Remember that. When you're feeling a bit down, when you're feeling a bit shit, when life's just not working out and you think no one really appreciates you or think no one cares about you, you do matter to someone. Thank you for that, Flox Kid 95. Thanks for sharing. Sure says, wait, what? Change the topic. I'm just reading the comments out now today, guys. Now, that's what I'm doing right now. Just to state the obvious. Yorick Sensei, the German string just came up when I was scrolling. So random, YouTube. Will recommend a German string when I don't speak the language. Yeah, if you flick through the lives enough, you end up with different languages, don't you? Depending on what time of day you do it on, depending on where you are. Jim, hi Jim Smith. Jim saying, oh my God, you're pure white. I'm so jealous. What's it like to be so pure? Jim, do you know what? Do you know what I am? Honestly, the English are a bastard race. And think of it. Why am I saying that? We were conquered by the Romans, the Normans, which are the French, the Vikings. I'm a mixture, believe it or not, if I go back to my roots, I've got some family that are Irish, but it's from years and years ago that I've never met. I've got, my granddad was Scottish, came from Perth in Scotland, but I've never met them. So I'm a mixture of all these different races in a way, kind of. So what's it like to be pure white? I don't know. I've not got much white male privilege, that's for sure. I haven't got any of that. It doesn't feel like it is. Jim says, I wish I was with you. You're like a god to me. Why the fuck am I that? Jim, why are you saying that? I'm not like a god at all. I'm a humble person. And I think we're all it doesn't matter what colour your skin is. I think we come from source. They try to divide us through religion, don't they? The world. I think all religions are good if they're followed correctly. I think all races, it's just a skin colour, isn't it? I think it's deeper than that, in my opinion. All religions point to the same thing. Point to source. Anyway. Nice to meet you anyway, Jim. Pafra is going T. Okay then, Pafra. Have you got anything else to say other than a letter? Pafra, 2008. Nani saying, I don't understand what today's topic is. Can someone tell me if it's languages? Just a little heads up, I speak 7 languages, Nani. Nani, wow, what languages do you speak, Nani? Interesting. The topic right now we're not on a topic at the moment. I'm reading through the comments. But I'm going back to Flox Kid 95's comment, you all matter to someone. Does anyone agree with Flox Kid? Does anyone agree with Flox Kid? You all matter to someone. Can you answer that question? Standards telling Pursuer to chill out. Where are you from, La? Where are you from, La? Are you from, guess, are you from Liverpool? I'm from East Lancashire, by the way. Where are you from, La? I'd assume that's from Liverpool. Am I right or wrong? I forgot your name. It's not Dominica, I know that. One back. William, where are you from, La? Are you from... William, are you from Liverpool? I'm guessing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like and subscribe, Sanders saying. Johnny saying, Nanny, right. Now it's a bit random. Languages came up. 7. It's impressive. Very impressive. What languages are they, Nanny? I've already asked that question. Because she was saying, I just thought you tolerated me for the sake of it. No, not just that, Pursuer. You're not nasty to anybody. You're not nasty at all. So, more than welcome on here. And it can be quite funny too, sometimes. Pretend the same, Pursuer, you're one of us now. It's all good. It's not a cult, Pursuer, no. I do not promote cults. A cult's not good. No, mate. I ain't doing that shit. I believe in autonomy and people to have their own conscious will and wants. I do not believe in controlling others. It's not good. It's a community of people, a collective consciousness. Hopefully trying to better ourselves along the way. That's what it's about. Loosely based, of course. Johnny saying you're like a lab rat. Tell us which crayons taste the best. Oh. Which crayons taste the best? Johnny's doing his research about the best flavor. Shit. Johnny, make sure you take notes because you will need to know what the best flavors of crayons are. And then buy loads of them and enjoy them, of course. Anyway, Guinea's Face is saying, love you, bro. Hi, Guinea's Face. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. I hope you're okay. Shit. Johnny says, I mattered to Einstein. So sorry, Yorick. R.I.P. Einstein. Sorry. You did. You did. And if you did. Absolutely. You matter to us, Yorick. I agree. Lovely. Very well said, Sander. Sending love and respect. Dan Hawes. Hi, Dan. My name's Brad. Where are your minions at, Gru? They're just chilling in the back, mate. They're having a little kip. They're having a little sleep. They've been busy today, Dan. You're saying that's an old one, Dan Hawes. Already done. Dan, who's the turkey dentist at? Right, turkey teeth, yeah. What do you think of the Zodiac Killer? Jamie James Rose. Hi, Jamie James Rose. My name's Brad. I remember watching that years ago. I thought it was interesting. But it's a long time ago since I've seen that. One moment. I can't read your name, man. Mahit. Where are you from? I'm from Manchester, near Manchester, England. About 30 miles away. Yorick's considering crayons now. You've been converted to the crayon eating world. Yorick, welcome. Buy in bulk, I'd advise. If you're going to buy crayons, buy in bulk. Oh dear. My hate saying, who do you support? Man United and Man City? Do you know what? Neither. I don't support neither. I'm very neutral towards both of those teams, my hate. I like watching football sometimes, but I don't support either. I don't hate them. I don't love them. I'm just neutral towards it. God, it's got silly. We're talking about crayons now, for God's sake. Ah, right. I'm sorry. It's not me. It's Mahi. Mahi. Sorry, Mahi. Mahi, thank you for correcting me. Wingardium. Wingardium says Scottish accent. No, this is not Scottish accent. It really isn't. This is a Northern English accent. You're saying Mr. Gold will talk about gold ball. We have Pashua talking about crayons. Golden crayons, maybe one day, mate. It's all right, no worries, Mahi. Thank you for correcting me. I get names wrong sometimes. No, Yorick, I didn't manage to remember his channel's name. Wingardium's asking, should I apply for law school in the UK? What is the scene there? It depends where you go in England. I think England's on the decline, if I'm completely honest. I don't know much about law school. I've never attended it. I don't know anything about it. I work as a nurse, as a scrub nurse. That's my job, Wingardium. So I don't know. Does anyone know anything about that? It's good to apply to go to school, of course. What are your other options? Look at the place where you're going to live as well. If you go to Oxford, it's lovely, but it's expensive. Depends where you go to study law. So if you go to a nice city like York, Chester, Oxford, Bath, Edinburgh, those places are really nice. And I think you could have a good life there and there are good opportunities there. London, big place, lots of opportunities. But some places are rough and not as nice, but you get what you pay for. It depends on what your budget is as well. And it depends which university you get accepted to as well, doesn't it? Sounds like you're doing a good thing there, Wingardium, though. Really, really good. I wish you well on your journey of going to law school. Maybe that's the name, Mr. Gold. I don't know, Sander. Law school in America, it'd be better, they say. Harvard universities, yeah. Must be hard to get into Harvard, though. Yeah, it's possible, of course. But challenging, of course. Definitely challenging. Johnny's then saying law school, unless it's international law, it's usually tied to a specific country. Nathan Taylor, hello Nathan. How are you? You look like an ice cream pie cleanup guy. What the fuck's that, mate? Nathan, did you know that? I do now, mate, because you fucking told me. How are you, Nathan? How are you? My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Maybe not so nice to meet you. Salmon Tahir. Say water. Water. There you go. Sander's telling Nathan to piss off. I'm just reading all the comments, guys. Salmon's laughing, enjoying it. Yeah, it's great. Enjoy. I'm going with a joke, whatever joke that is. Nathan saying coming back. Does someone want to tell him? I wonder what you're suggesting, Nathan. You already know. Hi, you already know. The topics, I've gone off topic now, if I'm honest, you already know. I'm reading the comments. That's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm going with the flow. If you've got any interesting topics, you can bring them up and I will read them and I'll try to communicate the best I can. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. I appreciate you all. Sander wants to tell Nathan to F off. Lovely to meet you, Brad, but I don't have a cream pie for you to clean up. You don't have one. It's fine. Orvald. Hi, Orvald. Have you tasted horse? Question mark. No, I've never eaten horse. They do in France, don't they? The French are known for eating horses. Have you tried horse? Is it nice? I'd never think of eating one if I'm honest. Yorik's wondering where these guys come from. I have no idea. No idea. Yorik, you already know, saying, what is your thoughts on our situation in the United States? Wow. One moment. I've got a dry mouth. Sorry. You already know my thoughts on ICE is, I don't know the full ins and outs of it, so I'm not going to give an educated response. I do, from vaguely, I think, is it a form of control to an extent from the governments, which I don't think is always a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing, but you already know, could you give your thoughts on that? Share your thoughts on it. Educate me on that. I've not really looked into it. I don't watch the news so much anymore. I avoid it because the news is usually bad news. Bad news sells, and I try to focus on other things. Hassan's family. Hi, Hassan's family. What's up, son? I'm good. Thanks, Hassan. Hassan's family. My name's Brad. Hope you're okay. Orval saying, yes, I have some fowl in my fridge right now. Hi. Are you horsing around a little bit there, Orvald? I'm joking there, by the way. Bad joke from me. I'm only joking. I've never had it. I've never tried it. I ate reindeer the other day, Orvald saying. Is that veal, or am I wrong? Don't think I've had that either. It's meant to be very rich, is deer. Reindeer. Sanders just a bit perplexed, let's say. You already know, saying, honestly, I don't truly understand the situation either. Okay, very honest of you to say. At one side, it's a good thing to remove illegal immigrants, but also there's bad sides to it too. For example, that 4-year-old kid got caught by the ICE. Wow, so that's what it's about. It's about removing people from countries, basically. I think though, if there's a level, isn't there? Imagine if you've got a country and loads of illegal immigrants come and it's just too many, you accept everybody, the whole thing will just collapse. The whole country will just collapse. It's got to be balanced, hasn't it? It's got to be measured. Is it going to be collateral damage along the way? Possibly, yeah. Is it going to be fair? No, like a 4-year-old kid getting caught up in that is awful. That's awful, isn't it? It's very complicated. Very complicated, in my opinion. With regards to ICE, with regards to American governments removing people from the country, it's complicated. I've saying I've eaten whale sometimes also. Never had that either. I've had swordfish, I've had crocodile. It was okay. Sandy's saying like and subscribe, everyone. Yes, please like and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. Giovanni. Hi, Giovanni. You've got a nice accent. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Saxon gums. It will end up carnage. Maybe. What do you mean? Why do you think that? Saxon gums? Can you elaborate? Why? Why do you think that? Giovanni saying it sounds Australian. No, my accent is not Australian. It's Northern English. You already know, said yes, very complicated. I think the Italians might be attempting their own version of that too, to an extent. Is there any ice type of thing in the UK? There is, but it's much watered down version, you already know. Much more limp-wristed, weak, liberal kind of attempt at it. I think they've mentioned it, but it's not really talked about much, you already know, in the UK. Giovanni saying, or Scottish, I don't know. No, not Scottish, English. Brad, you've eaten crocodile? Question mark. Yeah, years ago. I think I ate it years ago. Yeah, I did. What the fuck? Something new you know about me. There you go. There you go, Sander. Enjoy. You're saying, no, there is not that I know of. Okay. Matthew Francis saying, there's an egg on my screen. Exactly, Matthew. Exactly. Luca is saying, hello, are you from China? Luca, what the fuck do you think? Come on, Luca, can you answer this? Am I from China? What do you think? There you go. Yorick saying, you already know you need a shorter, easy to say name. Okay. Hassan's family say, oh, you're from Englistan. Englistan. Yeah. Sander's going, Brad. Put the tongue out. Giovanni saying, I don't know why, but British accents sound so calming to hear. Oh, that's an interesting perspective, Giovanni. Where are you from? Is the question. It depends on the person speaking and how they speak and the tone and the energy behind how they speak. Jay Kumar saying, what do you do for a living? Okay, what do I do for a living? I'll share that. What do I do for a living? I work as a scrub nurse. I work in theatres. So, hip replacements, knee replacements, shoulder replacements, operations, people who break their arms, trauma. I hand instruments to surgeons. I make sure the instruments are sterile, that they're clean, to prevent infection. And I pass the instruments to the surgeon. That's what I do as a living, for a living. So I'm a nurse. I'm a qualified nurse. I've done it for 4.5 years. Jay Kumar. I work for the NHS. Yorick saying, yep, Hassan, laughing. Luke saying, I think you are pure Chinese. I know. Of course. I'm obviously speaking Chinese as well, aren't I? As Giovanni saying, Xi Jinping's coming for everyone. Yep. Maybe they're the new superpower, Giovanni, should I say. Sandy's saying, Brad is pure Chinese. I'm a fully blooded Chinese person, as you can see. Yorick saying, from German, now the stream is going to Chinese. I'm joking, of course. Giovanni, where are you from, by the way? It's an American flag there. Whereabouts in America are you from? Lucas saying he's Chinese, who agrees. Okay. Sandy's saying, yep, it gets better and better, Yorick. Brainy sunflower. Do you know what we're talking about? But I'm basically reading all your comments. That's what we're talking about. That's the road we're going down. Jay Kumar said, what do you love most about your life? I love that question, Jay Kumar. I'm sharing that. Guys, this is a question from Jay Kumar, and I think it's a really good one. What do you love most about your life? What do you love most about your life? Interesting question. Let me think. God, that's a tough one. No, it's not actually. It's tough, actually. I love my partner. I love the life that I've built, that we've built. I love that I've got I lead a very healthy, active life too. I love the person I've become from what I was. And I love the direction in which I'm going. I know that's a lot of things there. What does everyone else love about their lives? That's a really good question, Jay Kumar. Can I ask the question back to you? I love who I've become, though. Absolutely. I'm so much healthier than I used to be. I've come so far. And I've created a good life for myself, a great life for myself. And that life is still expanding in a good way. Giovanni saying California, interesting. How's life in California? Luca's still going about thinking I'm Chinese. The joke's done. Billy saying could demolish a salt and pepper box of Chinese box, talking about Chinese. Joke, Billy. Salt and pepper, Chinese box, salt and pepper chips. Yummy. Salt and pepper chicken or whatever else. Billy, I'm with you on that. Giuseppe. Hi, Giuseppe. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Giuseppe. Luca was being rude. Okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, Luca. Let's see where you go. See what you choose to do. Giovanni saying Trump's the destroyer of our country. What's the solution? I don't know, Giovanni. A lot of people don't like him, though, do they? I know that. Billy saying my job. What do you do as a job, Billy? If you don't mind me asking. Luke said, I eat cheeseburgers. I love that. Cheeseburgers are lovely. Absolutely. I agree, Luca. Sanders said in love and respect. Giovanni saying, I want Boris Johnson as USA president. Wow, mate. You're aiming low there, mate. You're aiming low. You don't want that shit. I'll take that as a joke. Giovanni's saying it's terrible. Everything costs so much, too much. Giovanni, I don't think it's just California. I don't think it's just America. Canada's similar. Not the same, but similar. England, everything's getting more expensive. Croatia's getting more expensive. France is. Germany is. The list can go on and on and on. The cost of living's going up, affecting different places at different levels. I'm assuming, but yes, it's occurring. Yes, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I hope that you're okay. By the way, how are you dealing with it, Brian? Is it Brian? Hi, Brian. My name's Brad. I keep searching for some meaning in my dreams. I'm dreaming that I've been eaten by a tiger while the sparrow starts to sing on a tree. Brian, that's interesting. Different. You're getting eaten by a tiger. You're getting eaten by the beast, let's say. And the sparrow starts to sing on a tree. That's great. That's very graphic, man. Is it a reoccurring dream? Giovanni says yes. Jay Kumar is saying, the thing that I love about my life is that I'm still pretty young and I have a lot of new things to experience and see where life takes me. Jay Kumar, I love your positivity. I love your deep, well thought out questions. Very introspective, by the way, Jay Kumar. I absolutely love that. I'm going to read that again. The thing that I love about my life is that I'm still pretty young. When you're young, you've got potential because you've got time. You've got a lot of new things to experience. You're looking forward to the future. You're optimistic. And see where that life takes me. If you've got that kind of mentality, life can take you far in a lot of positive ways, Jay Kumar. Yeah. What does everyone else love about their lives? What do you love about your life? Jay Kumar has asked that question really, really eloquently. Can anyone answer that? Billy is saying, I'm actually a singer and songwriter in day centres with dementia. Finally put myself out there to the world. I'm new to making a YouTube channel, so we'll be posting soon. Okay, Billy Ashworth. Big shout out to Billy Ashworth. Please check out his channel. And check out his channel. And yeah, good luck, Billy. basically, you just got to turn up and have a go, as you know. Paul is saying gay centres. No, I'm not into that personally. Are you into that, Paul? I'm having the wrong place for that. There's nothing wrong with being gay, by the way. It's absolutely fine. Whatever you're into, Paul, you're into. It's okay. Not for me personally, no, sorry, but maybe find somewhere else if you're looking for that type of thing. Billy, can I just say something back to your comment about making YouTube content? 1, be consistent. 2, don't expect loads. You might hit it off really early, really well. Good for you if you do. Respect to you and enjoy the success. However, there's a good chance that when you first start out, not much will happen. You put all your time and energy into a video and hardly anyone will see it. But keep doing it over and over and over again. But you got to be patient. You got to be persistent as fuck. This YouTube game is not easy. It's not easy. Most people give up after about 6 months. So what helped me was I was realistic. I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to enjoy the process, enjoy the creative process. Mine's not like yours. Yours is singing and songwriting. I don't do any of those things at all. But respect to you for doing those things. But don't fucking give up. Keep trying and learn as you go along, is what I'd say to you. Not that I'm the expert here, but there you go. Oakley's asking me, what do I do for a living? I'm a nurse. I'm a scrub nurse. I work for the NHS. I work in the theatres. I hand instruments out and I do other things as well, tasks, to help run lists, operational lists. Knee replacements, hip replacements, and the list goes on. That's what I do, Oakley. I do this in my spare time. This is my passion project. I talk about personal development, self-improvement. I do just go to comments sometimes too as well, but I try to help people the best I can. I try to share my wisdom, try to help others learn from my mistakes, and try to be a better version of myself in my own way, in my own genuine way. Anyway, Afmanut saying, dude's too busy looking for Harry Potter. Yeah, I don't really like Harry Potter, Afmanut. I'm not really into it. I think it's a bit shit. No disrespect to anyone that likes Harry Potter out there, but I don't like it. I think it's a bit shit. Never really enjoyed it. Anyway, PS3 2008. Hi, my phone is stuck in a gutter. Can I use your eyebrows to get it out? You can try the PS3, but you're not going to get very far. Oakley saying, can you give me any tips for soccer? Well, I'm assuming you're from America with the word soccer. Not really, no, Oakley. Tips? What for tips? I know, probably not. Probably not. Billy's saying, will do, mate. I always say small steps lead to big steps. Yes, it's like a rocket's leaving the ground. A lot of energy is needed to be expended for that rocket to be repelled from the ground, isn't it? A lot of energy to get from 0 to up there, isn't it? Gravity pulls you down a lot. Of course, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of ups and downs. Yeah, baby steps. Keep moving forwards, Billy. Absolutely. Jay Kuhn was saying, I think you are the right person to ask this. I have this insecurity about my hair. It's starting to fall. Yeah, I've been there. And I worry, is that going to affect my dating life? Any advice? Jay Kuhn, yeah. I started to go bald about 19 years old. I'm now 43 years old. I used to have hair, of course, believe it or not. And it started to recede. So it started to go up there. And people started to notice it. And I got very insecure about it, Jay Kumar. And I just tried to what was I going to say then? I tried to just cover it up, make the best of my receding hairline. But it was really thin, my hair, and it kept going up and up and up. So I kept it as long as I could. I was cutting it shorter and shorter because it looked better. But it got to a point where I thought, do you know what? I didn't look good. So I shaved it off. Shaved it all off, and then I got a razor I use a razor as well to make it even shorter. So less is more in my case. Luckily, Jay Kumar, I've got the right shaped head for it. So once I'd shaved it all off, I felt so much better. I felt much more like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. So, however, you've got to have the right shaped head for it. So I don't know what the shape of your head is. Sorry, I'm not going to know that. So if you have got the right shaped head for it, go for it. Take it all off and be confident in it. Be confident in the way you are. Accept the way you are. And what happens is, because if people look at you and you've got hair, they'll look at your hair first. But if they can't look at your hair because you haven't got any, they look into your eyes. Look at that, I've got nice eyes. I've got good eyes. So people look at my eyes. So it makes me look better. Is it going to affect your dating life? If you're confident and you love yourself, it's not going to affect. It didn't affect my dating life. No, I've never had that problem personally. I've had ups and downs with the dating life. Let's be honest, of course, but it didn't affect my dating life. I still feel like I look good as I can do, as imperfect as I am. I hope that answers your question, Jay Kumar. Afmanut saying, so why do you look like Floyd Voldemort? Thank you. I don't look like that. But I've got the bald head. Billy saying, Mike, see you around, pal. I'm over your way tomorrow at Barton Grange. Okay, cool. What are you doing there, Billy? PS3 saying, just get a wig. No, don't want to. If anyone wants to get a wig, get a wig. But I don't want to, PS3. I don't need to. Albanic Mark is saying, grow a beard, you'll be fine. Some people grow a beard to compensate for the bald head, or they just grow a beard because they want to for various reasons. That could be an alternative. Some people grow a beard. I personally don't like it. I don't like beards. I don't want one, but that's each their own. Jacob, I said that really helped, man. Thank you. No worries. Well, I'm glad I helped you. Absolutely, thank you. Thanks for asking the question. I've had a very busy week. I've worked 5 days this week in the hospital. I've worked about 48 hours. I've had a long day today. I've worked 8 until 5, and then I went to the gym. I've come home and I've done this. PS3 saying, what about getting a bunch of tattoos on your head? Do you know what, PS3? Some people might do that. Some people, what do they do? Sorry, I'm trying to speak now. Some people get what's it called, hair transplant to go to Turkey. They get turkey teeth, they get the turkey hair. So some people get tattoos on the head. I personally wouldn't, but some people do that. JQ, I said, how long are your shifts for? Sometimes I do 8 until 9, which is 13 hours. Sometimes I do 8 until 7:30, which is 11 and a half hours. Sometimes I do 8 till 5, 8 till 6. I don't do nights, but I do like one long day a week. I do overtime as well. I do overtime nearly every week to earn some extra money. I do this as well, Jay Kumar, but currently I'm not getting paid for this. But one day I will be. One day I'll be earning money out of this. But I've been doing this for nearly, I say 14 months I've been doing YouTube for. I've been making videos at least once a week, consistently. I'm 5'9". I'm not that tall. 5'9". Where are you from, Jay Kumar? Yes, Sanders asking. Snow Squirrel. Hi, Snow Squirrel. Good day to you too, Snow Squirrel. Love your name. Hope you're okay. I'm just reading through the chat now, guys. That's where I've gone. I will be live on Sunday. I'm going to be talking about rejection. Not now, on Sunday. I'll be talking about rejection, the psychology of rejection. That's what I'm going to talk about on Sunday. That'll be 10 o'clock in the morning, UK time. That's the next time I'm going to be live, by the way. Afmana, I'm going to read it anyway. You mean to tell me you've never dressed up at Halloween as Lord Voldemort? No, I haven't. I've got the bald head for it though, mate. It could work. JQ was saying that Sandra, I'm from India. And asking, where are you from? Sandra, asking where Sandra is from. Cool. Afmanot, if you're still there, what do you love about yourself? Afmanot, anyone else that's watching, I love this question. What do you love most about yourself? What do you love most about yourself? It's a really good question, that. Gets you thinking. It starts you to think, oh, what do I appreciate about myself? If you're open-minded enough to do so. Snow Squirrel saying greetings from the Netherlands. Oh, cool. Nice to meet you, Snow Squirrel. My name's Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. I usually talk about self-improvement, personal growth, but a lot of the time I just read the comments as well. It's community-led right now. So I'm just going with the flow with regards to the conversation. JMG. Oh, wow, an original one. Baldy over there. What's it like to have her? Is it hot? Is it cold? Let me read it, Sander, for God's sake. Is it hot or is it cold? I don't know, because I'm not bald. Wow. Good for you, JMG. A question to JMG. What do you love most about yourself? What do you love most about yourself? Can you answer that? Sandra's yawning. You love your hair. What kind of hair have you got? Have you got long hair? What kind of haircut have you got, JMG? Is the question. And you love the fact that you're not going bald. Good for you. I love the fact that I am bald. I love the fact that I am. I love the way I am. I love myself, mate. JMG. I love myself. It's really good. Good place to be. One day, hopefully, I hope that you get there too. Anyway, I'll move on. Bread is gutted. I got diagnosed with cancer today. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope that you're okay. Sending you love, sending you healing, sending you respect. I hope you're okay. Iblam. Okay. What's up, bud? I've got my maths exam on the 24th. Need your blessings. So you've got your exam on your maths exam. What exam is it called? What level? What you're revising for is the question. One moment. I'm going to send you some blessings there with regard to your maths exam. Good luck with your maths exam. Put the time in. Make sure you prepare yourself the best you can. Make sure you get loads of rest, but make sure you put the hours in. The revision that you're going to need to do. Good luck with your exam. Best of luck. It's coming up soon. You can do this. You're going to smash it. I'm sending that to Iblam. I hope I say your name right. JMG says good for you. Thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed. I appreciate you all. JMG saying, them brows must be killer along with the baldness. It's good, mate. I love myself, JMG. It's all good. Snow Squirrel is saying, I love my perseverance. I love perseverance, man. That's just making the small steps and keeping going. Without perseverance, you'll get nothing done, Snow Squirrel, as I'm sure you know. Perseverance is such a vital skill to have in life. If you want to get shit done, you keep going. People are going to put you down. They're going to fucking try and tear you down. You fucking keep going. You keep turning up. Your best is going to be different every day, but you fucking keep going. I love that, Snow Squirrel. Thank you for sharing. Danny's saying you have rather long eyebrows. Yeah, I've got eyebrows and I've got a bald head. It's not. Your skills of observation aren't that good if you recognise these things on me. Afmanut saying, I see so many people stress about things. I'm so glad I'm really chilled about life. That's a really good thing. It's calm. It's a superpower, Afmanut. You see so many people getting stressed out by small things, getting worried, comparing themselves to others, getting pissed off with this, getting pissed off with that, Afmanut. And you're really just glad that I'm chilled about life. That's a really good strength to have. Thank you for sharing. Snow Squirrel is in, or however you write that. You've written it amazingly. Sandy's saying I've had enough of the morons, Brad. The trolling, don't worry about the trolling, Sandy. I can deal with it. Thank you, though. There's some really good, cool people on here as well, though, of course. Gabby Luca, I hope I'm saying your name right. You're so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Gabby Luca. Sending you some love and respect back. Thank you for being so kind. Jay Kuma say, what kind of exams do you need to pass to become a nurse in the UK? Right, so to become a nurse in the UK, adult nursing, you need to have maths and English, GCSE. The grading's changed, but I think it was C or above. If you don't have those, you need to do functional skills, which is in maths and English. Then you also need to have 120 points, which can be gained from A-levels, basically college level qualifications. What else can you get them from? I forgot now, sorry. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, but you can get them from other vocations as well. So you can imagine if you're a teaching assistant and there's a qualification that you can get there as well. Basically, you need 120 points plus your maths and English, basic maths and English qualifications to get into university, to start the bachelor's degree. And those 120 points are gained from certain college qualifications, let's say. And then once you do that, you need to do your bachelor's degree, which takes 3 years. But it's very difficult being a student nurse because you've got to do placements as well, Jay Kumar. And the placements, you do a lot of hours. You have to put about 3,000 hours you need to do on placements. And those placements mean that you've got to work full-time hours every week. So you'll do 2 months of adult nursing and then 2 months of uni work, and it just continues like that. 2 months placements, 2 months essays, let's say, exams, and it just keeps going like that for 3 years. You do get holidays as well included, but it takes 3 years. You've got to pass everything. Pursue's still awake. I hope you're okay, Pursuer. Interesting. Sanders asking, Jay Kumar has 2 names of doctors I work with in his herself name. Yeah, Jay Kumar, yes. If you do less, you stress less. Fiona Keller. Hi, Fiona Keller. I hope you're okay. My name's Brad. If you do less, you stress less. Sometimes. Sometimes if you do less, you stress less. I suppose, though, if you've not done enough and you've got an exam coming up, that can make you stress more, potentially. It depends which way you look at it. But sometimes doing less helps release the stress, yes. Sandra's really sleepy. What's your comfort food? I'd say a burger and chips. Turbot, thank you. Turbot said you don't need UCAS points. That's what was on about before. UCAS points, 120, or qualifications to get into uni. You can get it as a mature student based on submitting an APL. What's an APL? Turbot, I didn't come across that when I was qualifying. Please, can you explain to me what an APL is? I'm going for an interview. What do you need now? It must have changed since I did it. Turbot, thank you for sharing, by the way, Turbot. My name's Brad. What's the APL? Afmanut saying, I'm just grateful. You're grateful to God and been given a life. Afmanut, very wisely said. We're lucky to be alive. We're lucky to. I know it's hard. I know it's suffering. I know it's difficult. I know it's challenging. I know it's tiring. I know it's beyond belief, difficult living. Just being alive. It's hard. In my opinion, sometimes it's fucking hard out there. But it's good to be grateful that you've got life. Thank you for sharing. Very wisely said. Catchy electro music. Hello, welcome back. How are you? Good to see you again. J. Kumar is asking Sandra what she does for a living. Sandra says, sounds cute. Chigga, hi Chigga. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Attack the fucking day. Chigga, love that. I think I've seen you on me here before. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to say it again because Chigga's back hitting a home run there. Boom. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Attack the day. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Chigga. Sandra's an anaesthetic nurse. Absolutely. Pursue is on about feeding them souls. I don't know. Catchy electron music saying, good to see you. Turbot is saying certain degrees need officialdom of qualifications such as medical or legal fields, but in most degrees you can apply and ask you to submit an APA, which is basically proof you can understand to the degree, portfolio of experience and contributions in the relevant field. Wow, that's new to me, that Turbot. Thanks for sharing. That's interesting. Is it a test then to see how what your cognitive abilities are, I'd assume, should I say. I've never come across that because it was different for me, Turbot. It must have changed. Things change, don't they, of course. And April, I've never heard of that before until now. But you know what? I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you for sharing that with everybody. And thank you for explaining it so well. So, J. Kumar saying that's really cool. Alexander Leake. Hello, Alexander. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. I just want to say thank you to anyone that's liked and subscribed, by the way. Chigga saying, yes, my friend, I'm here for you. Thanks, Chigga. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Blazing Bastards. Blazing Bastards. What a name. Nice hairstyle, bro. Can you give me some tips? Yeah, just shave it all off if you want this. Blazing, that's rude. Yeah, it is rude. It is rude. You wouldn't go... imagine if you sat with a group of friends, right? You're all sat there. You're all chilling. You're around good people. Most people wouldn't walk up to that group of people, spot the bald person, as in me, and go up to them and say what Blazing Bastards has just said. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it in real life. Very unlikely. And if they did, there'd probably be consequences for it in real life. But people hide behind computers and they try to project their insecurities onto others. Put people down to make themselves feel better. Just weak. Anyway. Thank you, J. Kumar. You're right. Thanks for... I agree. I can take it. Water off a duck's back. So it's saying you might also have to do a written assessment to prove you have academic writing abilities too. That would make sense. To prove you have... Sorry, I'm starting again, Turbot. Apologies. You might also have to do a written assessment to prove you have academic writing abilities too. But an APL is just showing what you've already done in that field to prove you're not blowing smoke up their ass. Yes. So, yeah. To show that you've got an understanding. To show that you can write at a certain level, isn't it, Turbot? Because if you're not at a certain level, then you're not going to be able to catch up with the degree. You're not going to, the exams and the test, etc. Sorry, you won't be able to keep up with the class if you've not got a certain level. Turbot, on that note, I'm 43 years old. I qualified in 2021. I started university at 2018. And when I first started, they said I need maths and English, so I had to do functional skills. So I did those. I already had some vocational qualifications. I was a teaching assistant in a school, a special needs school. that gave me loads of points. And I had other qualifications. I have like a qualification in being a gym instructor and other things as well. Customer service, city and guilds I have, level 2 and 3. This is nothing special, but it added up to my points. Sorry, I forgot the points. I'm losing it today. 1 minute, sorry. I'm going back. I'm losing my train of thought, man. UCAS points. I forgot UCAS points. So yeah, my UCAS points were added up that way. That's how I did it. And I was behind when I first started Turbo. I was like everyone. I felt like I was behind because I hadn't been to school for so long. But I worked really hard. I put my head down and I got a first. Did really well. It's not just the qualification though. It's how you do the job. People don't ask you what level did you get once you qualify. They think about how good you are at the job. Let's say. Blazing Bastard says sorry, man. Apology accepted, Blazing Bastards. No worries. Jay Kumar saying, do you do lives daily? Jay Kumar, I wish I could, but I work full time for the NHS. I work at the hospital, so I only have so much time, so much energy. I go live at 10 o'clock in the morning every Sunday UK time, and then I need more structure. I try to go 2 or 3 times a week. I do lives on average, but the other 2 lives I just do it when I can. I fit it in. Have I tried Indian food, Jay Kumar? Yes, I have. I love Indian food. Really good. And Turbot saying, mature students have been a thing for ages, but they don't really advertise it. As you can imagine, the influx of people trying to blag entry by faking experience. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. And Turbot, another one is that nursing degree is not for the faint of heart. Loads of people quit. They don't fucking last, Turbot. They don't last. It's hard. And especially now, see what's happening? They're getting nurses, student nurses, they're doing the course for 3 years, they're qualifying, and there's no jobs. It's hard to get jobs at the moment. It never used to be when I qualified. I had about 4 different job opportunities. I had to choose where I wanted to work, but now I'd be struggling to find work if I was newly qualified. Afmano, you've not been very nice, if I'm honest. I don't know if you're still there. Needs to be a bit more respectful. Anyway, I'll move on. I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to be going soon too. Turbot saying, my dad is 64 years old and he was a mature student on his degree around arboriculture, trees. Okay, never heard of that one. So it's been an option since the 1980s at least. I didn't know. Do you know what? You learn something new every day. So thank you, Turbot. Snow Squirrel saying, that's a funny coincidence. I'm an abortist too. That's new to me as well. But the work, not a university degree. Okay, Snow Squirrel. Simply is saying, I did university, Simply Sarah, sorry. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Brad. Hello. Saying, I did university as a mature student. I didn't have traditional qualifications because I had to leave school early. I didn't, what did I do when I was younger? I just messed around. I messed around when I was younger. So I didn't know what I wanted to do. So that's why I ended up as a mature student. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to be. What made you want to become a nurse, Jay Kumar? He's asking me. I worked basically in my 20s. I was a bit lost, Jay Kumar. Long story short, I used to take drugs. I was fucked. I was a mess. And what did I do? I started to read books, Jay Kumar. Self-improvement books, psychology books, books about narcissism, books about lots of like psychology-based, working on yourself types of books. And I loved it. And I started to learn about myself and become compass mentors. And I thought, oh, I really enjoy this. Could I do a job doing this? But I didn't know what to do. So I was going to be a life coach at one point, believe it or not. That was my idea initially. But then I just thought to myself, no, I don't want to be a life coach. I didn't know what to do with that. So I started to work in care, Jay Kumar. I used to work with people with disabilities, and then ended up in a school with autistic kids, working there as a teaching assistant, and did that for years, for about 10 years. And then I thought to myself, I got into my 30s then, and I thought to myself, I either become a teacher or a nurse. And I chose nursing because it's a very adult nursing. It's very broad. There's lots of opportunities, and there's work. There was job opportunities at the end of it. I didn't want to do a degree where there was no jobs. I wanted to do a degree where there was jobs at the end of it. So that's why I chose nursing as well, and that's where I ended up where I am. I didn't want to work in the wards, not for me. And I found theatres to be really interesting because you're working alongside the surgeons, consultants. So I enjoy doing that. So that's my answer to that. I hope that answered it well. Certified aborist. I've never heard of that before. Do you read books, Jay Kumar? Yeah, I do. If I didn't read books, I wouldn't be where I am today. They've helped me so much. There's reading books and there's applying the knowledge as well. That's two different things, isn't it? But it's really got me through a lot of things. Reading is such a vital. It's got me out of the dark places, reading. It really has. It took me years though. Simply Zara saying nursing is a tough gig, but it can be incredibly rewarding too. Absolutely. My sister is an ICU nurse specialist. Wow, intensive care unit. Nurse specialist, Simply Zara, Sarah, should I say. Interesting. What was I going to say then? I was going to do that as well. I was going to work at a theatre. I was going to do that, what you just said, but I didn't. I chose theatres instead. Does she like doing it? Does she love doing it, by the sounds of it? What's my favourite book? Wow. Shantaram. Have you heard of the book Shantaram? There's lots of great books. Shantaram's not a self-help improvement book. It's a book of quotes. It's like a story about a guy who escapes Australia illegally and ends up in India, and he goes on a journey. It's really good, Shantaram. Gregory James Roberts, I think, reads it. Anyway, Simply Sarah saying, that's a mate, congratulations on turning your life around. Yeah, thanks. I was hanging around with a lot of dickheads. Simply Sarah, I was one of those people, if I'm honest. It took me a long time to get away from that world. But anyway, that's another story. Anyway, Shot Boy, that's a beautiful woman, even though he's bald and got a beard. I don't have a beard, not much one. If I'm your idea of a woman, then that's, wow, that's crazy. Rude. And 1 minute, let me just do that. Off you go. Gone. I'm going to call it a day, guys. I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I've not stopped. I need to stop. So, Simply Zara, Sarah, should I say? I'll read your comment. She recently retired, but she loved her work. She was a workaholic. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I do a lot of hours too. Maybe, I don't know if I did as much. I do about 45 to 50 hours a week. Some people do more than that though, which is crazy. Anyway, I'm going to have to stop because I need to sleep. I've been working all week. Anyway, Simply Sarah saying, nice to meet you. I'll drop by again soon. Rest is important. Thank you, Simply Sarah. Very kind of you to say. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name is Brad. I'm going to be live on Sunday, 10 o'clock UK time. And I'm going to be talking about the psychology of rejection. Of course, I'll be reading all the comments as best as I can as well. So I'll talk about that topic for a while, and then I'll probably just do what I'm doing now, which is reading the comments. But good night to Simply Sarah. Good night to Jay Kumar. Good night to Snow Squirrel. Good night to anyone else that's watching. Thank you for anyone that's watched. Thank you to anyone that's liked. Thank you to anyone that's subscribed. It means a lot. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your weekend. Make the best of it. Don't take any shit. Don't put boundaries. You know what I mean? Don't take any shit, man. But still be a good person, of course. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. I'll call it a night, should I say. So good night, get some good sleep, get some good rest, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thank you and goodbye.